Seeking to reignite the fabled Lord's warrior spirit, the hero, then known as Daverboy, stole away an artifact from the care of Probonaga's comrade, Sir Unkly Dunk. What he thought was a simple hat was in reality a demon long sealed by Unkly Dunk's family. In short order, this hat demon corrupted the young man and bade him spread the affliction, gathering allies to his side to wage war. Blinded by his righteousness, this misguided hero would cast the darkest shadow. Thus was the fourth seal broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first MNW Warzone of the year. I am your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me is Mr. Michael Montoya.
How's it going, Jerry? How's it going, folks at home? You have a resolution this year, Jerry?
I used to do the resolution thing back in the day. And then I just realized every year that my resolution is the same. You know, one more year going around the sun. Just make it through one more year going around the sun.
Well, you made it another year, Jerry. You know, surprisingly.
I did.
It's practically a miracle.
I did. I mean, this has been that last year was great. I mean, my first match in over 20 years. It was, all kinds of amazing stuff.
Yeah, I choose not to remember that. Anyway,
what
do we got in store for today?
So we have, we say this all the time. It's insane here in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. But never more so than right now as we start the new year. I mean, first off, we have new music here for the show. Don't know if you noticed. We have new roster members in the form of Johan and the collective known as the Soul Train. And
I heard about that. We got some trades going.
Well, yeah, and we're gonna hear from them later on today. But last night, Michael, did you watch Flashbang last night?
I didn't catch. What happened?
So there was a match announced, and I got this last minute call from Rabbit. And because they're gonna have a match. It was a four-way tornado tag team match, and the winning team both get to challenge Lord V for the interdimensional title at Breakdown 10.
I would not envy anyone having to face Lord V. All right.
And Mr. Rabbit basically said, "Hey, Jerry," because that's always it's always really excited. "Hey, Jerry, what is Meme doing right now?" And I pointed out Meme's very busy, and he's like, cool, can I borrow them? And I figured, sure. I mean, Zeta is obviously focused on his match, and we'll be hearing from him today. But, Malice and R. Sawyer were more than willing to go over.
I suppose any excuse to punch people.
Yeah, and they won!
Oh, dear Lord.
So now, at Breakdown 10, not even at our pay-per-view limit break, no, at the week before, at Breakdown 10, the Malice and R. Sawyer are going to be in a three-way match against Lord V for the interdimensional title. The interdimensional title might be coming back to Warzone.
Are you saying that wrestling is possibly coming home?
I mean, it's, we've got wrestlers going back and forth. We've got people making challenges back and forth. It's we're You know, we're only like 1 degree from dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria, indeed, Derry. Mass hysteria, indeed.
So that's what's going on. That's how MNW kicked off the year. So you know what? Before we get into our first match, why don't we hear? You know, we've got a message that was for the new year. So why don't we go listen to that message right now from, I feel he's a calming source.
Huh.
Yeah,
right.
let's go hear from our old friend, Osman Killick.
Warzone, Montoya. It is good to speak to you again. It is a new year, which means new dreams, new desires, new wants, new wishes. Come, let us show our audience, our friends, our family, our wants, our desires. Let us show them the stories we will build. And with them, show each other our strength. And for the hands behind us, I see you, I know you, and I want you to know that you are appreciated. I want you to have a wonderful new year. And for all of us, those in Warzone and those behind us, I want you the deepest parts of my heart. I want you to know that the pain, the grief, the suffering of these last years is nothing. It is little, it is dust behind us. And before us will be the joy we bring each other. It will be as wonderful as we will make it. And I want you to know from the deepest of my heart, Warzone, that you will see me once again become what I once was. You will see me become the ultimate dream. And I will do my best not to disappoint you in these shows. Montoya, Happy New Year.
So yeah, that was our message from the one of the members of GIF Inc., Osman Killick.
Nauseatingly positive, as always.
I mean, he's a good boy. All right? He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He's very supportive of Seth Jackson, who, you know, Seth needs our support right now. It's a kind of hard time for him.
Yeah, he's kind of been just moping around in the back.
Yeah, and but Osman's been bringing him, pizza, which is, nice. And tweeting out, by the way, on social media, because let's get the social media for our first social media tweet of the year. Is actually from Flashbang, Sir Reginald, saying, "This is what I meant by last night. Never knowing what is going on at Flashbang, and that's why we need people to step up and defend the locker room." Reginald, I think it's interesting. You know what Sir Reginald said last night?
What did he say last night?
He said that his group, the Tristam, is going to be moving forward in a very, very Republic fashion.
As we're referencing to the Republic of old, aka McCheese and the like,
and Sir Uncle Dunk and the janitor back when he was Probanog. Yes, all of that.
Are we allowed to say that?
Are we allowed to say what?
The P word.
When we're referencing the Republic, I think it's fine. You know
Okay.
what? You know what? I think
Historical context only.
Michael, I think there's been enough talk at this stage because these people have come to see some wrestling.
Indeed, this is a wrestling show, so I think it's time we head to ringside.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Shoot Nation, Devon! Well, here's something you don't see very often.
Coming out for singles competition, Devon.
Singles competition for Devon. Now, this is fine. Devon, of course, longtime member of the roster. he has performed on both Warzone and Flashbang in his career. And he is, got that MMA background that all members of Shoot Nation do. But let's see who he's taking on. And introducing his opponent, he is the War Chief of the Wasteland, Gore-Wheel.
Oh boy.
Yeah, starting the year off right, kicking off our first Warzone match of the year with Devon versus Gore-Wheel.
Attorney at law and general puncher of faces.
Yeah, Gore-Wheel, Gore-Wheel recently invited me to, he said, hey, Jerry, you want to come play Fortnite? And I was going to show up until I learned it was a LARP.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't LARP Fortnite.
You know what? I decided that that's knowledge I don't actually need. So I thanked him and moved on. There's the bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Locking up here. Devon, I don't think the lack of a tag team partner is going to have worries for him because he does have that MMA career. And when have you ever heard of tag team MMA, Jerry? It's always one-on-one there.
I mean, that's true, but it's, on the other hand, this is Gore-Wheel.
Anyone's going to look a man short when they're next to Gore-Wheel, Jerry.
Well, that and, Gore-Wheel, let's face it, he's, he's a toxic wastelander. I mean, literally.
Literally and the group, yes.
Yeah. But he is also one of the people up for a Nexi this year, folks. It is the Nexi voting is still open. You can go vote for your favorites in multiple categories. We do have separate awards for Warzone and for Flashbang. So, meanwhile, working the neck of Devon.
Yep, immediately trying to work on the neck crank there, but Devon, good strike, good solid right hand, picks him up, drops him down onto that uppercut. Beautiful there. Now going to work here on the upper body. Oh, shot straight to the face.
Again, talking about that MMA background, whereas Gore-Wheel, let's face it, Gore-Wheel's favorite thing to do is slamming. It's a lot of slamming.
Yeah, he likes to get your body up in the air and then very quickly back onto the
mat.
Oh! Imagine that!
Like that reverse neck breaker right there, yeah.
Speaking of the neck, once again going for that crank. Trying to just completely shut down, maybe slow down the brain. Interrupt the flow of oxygen and blood there. I suppose he knows Devon's most devastating weapon in this matchup at least would be his mind and his craftiness. Some of that ruthlessness that the MMA background can give you.
Right, but... here he goes. Whoa! And, there we have it. Woo! 2. Kick out at 2.
Immediate kick out there at 2. Still got plenty of energy, it seems, but still in some trouble here when you have Gore-Wheel at the helm.
Never mind, gory impact. But Devon kicks out.
Kick out there at the gory impact. That's a little too close to the ropes. Irish whip into the corner. Devon's really got to do something here to get back. Breaker!
And that might be it. Hitting him with a shoot cutter.
The shoot cutter goes in, picks the leg.
Now going for that submission hold. Gore-Wheel breaks the hold, gets out.
Back elbows coming from Gore-Wheel. Still gonna lock up once again. Devon with the strength.
Hanging him out to dry.
Garroted there on the top rope. Devon's got to take advantage of this. He can't give Gore-Wheel room to breathe here. Stomping through straight to the abdomen. That's going to cause some struggling with the breathing. Gotta wonder how the cardio of the big man's going to be.
Oh, ho, ho. Well, there you go.
Beautiful throw there. Of transition to a hip toss sort of thing. Now pinging off that top buckle. Oh, and another one.
And like you like to point out, those turnbuckles aren't as soft as they look.
No, indeed they aren't. Of course they're padded, but that's because right underneath them is a steel ringlet. And just like unfluffed pillows, Jerry, when you lay your head on that thing, it just goes straight through.
Oh, what an enziguri, knocking Gore-Wheel to the outside.
On the outside, and I'd say it's a little bit of a toss-up who has the advantage on the outside. Both of our wrestlers here have quite a bit of a mean streak, know how to use the environment to their advantage.
Well, and Gore-Wheel because brutal wastelander, Devon because he got his start in wrestling as a ring crew member.
No, absolutely. He knows right where they stick that little crescent wrench to loosen and tighten the ropes.
Yeah. Whoa!
Ooh, big clothesline.
And then they're just going back and forth.
First that with a Pele kick, but now up on the shoulders of Gore-Wheel. Devon in trouble.
Returning him for that guillotine earlier. Oh, dropping the leg, going for the pin.
2. And a kick out there. That's a 300-plus pound leg drop, Jerry. How would you like taking one of those?
They're never fun. They're never fun.
You can say that again. Oh!
Tell you what it was like taking one of those from George the Mountain Molehill, but that's a story for another day.
But the story in ring right now is that Devon just...
Oh, Devon just took another gory impact, what Devon just did. Oh, and kicked out again.
Near kick there. Gore-Wheel showing some more of his cerebral side here. As you notice, Devon able to sneak his way out of that leg drop, but Gore-Wheel immediately gets him into the impact. But this bridging suplex.
2. Kick out at 2 again. Uh-oh. Here we go.
You gotta hear these two go. He attempted to, I think, pick the ankle there, trying to get Gore-Wheel off his feet, but no dice. Instead, he brings him over to the turnbuckle. Gore-Wheel not having it, though. Oh! Bringing him up into that suplex position and then just slamming him down with the facebuster.
And again, working on that nerve hold.
Nerve hold that upper body.
But again, hard to... When you've got the MMA background of Devon, it's hard to keep him on the mat if you're not on him constantly.
You got to be on him, either raining down shots, trying to put in a submission maneuver.
Oh, right in the face.
Gore-Wheel needs to modify a little bit his moveset and get off those slams that he can do quickly. Get back to his feet here. Goes for a waist lock.
Oh, Pele kick.
Not quite enough.
Here we go again. What's Devon planning? Now he gets him into the STF.
Yep, toe hold forward into the STF.
Gore-Wheel's trying to reach for that rope, but he can't quite get a grip on it.
Trying to get forward, but Devon has it twisted. Gore-Wheel's gonna tap.
Here's your winner, Devon. And there you have it, folks. Devon starting the year off right. Coming in with the first victory of 2023 on Warzone.
Just don't celebrate too much.
Well, you know, you start the year off like that. I mean, that could open some opportunities. But also, you know, there might also be a a toxic grudge waiting for him somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but that's how you start the year off, folks.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure we have plenty more action to get to here.
You have no idea. But first off, there is so much going on right now. We have, of course, all eyes are on February 4th for Limit Break, which we know that we are going to be seeing. So the matches we know right now, we absolutely know that we are going to see Sasquatch Wing challenge Flyboy Bell for the Nexus Titan Championship.
That's going to be one for the record books.
We know that XR Kun is going to face the Janitor for the Big Oof Championship. We know that Sergeant Major Payne is going to face Nice Ice for the right to join the International Combat Club. But there are still some questions outstanding. One of the biggest is who is going to face Samjax. Now, Zeta and Maximilian Thunderthighs are having a match at Limit Break to determine who will be the #1 contender for the next shot. But right now, the person who has been stepping up to challenge the leader of the Conquest Bloodline is none other than our leader of the Crimson Cabaret, Jaunt Tristam. And he enlisted a little extra aid of his own in the form of, well, the Outlaws. So really quick, let's hear on some of this. First off, let's hear from the handsome man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaunt Tristam.
Theron, have a seat.
Fancy place. Makes my sisters look like, well, exactly what it was.
I aspire to be an excellent host, Theron. Your presence here is as much affirmation of your interest as it is confirmation of my capacity to pay. Professionals do not take contracts from those who cannot cash a check.
You want to go after the Bloodline and the big boy belts? Sure, we can do that. The Bloodline won't be much of a problem, but I do have one question. Why us, Jaunt? Sure, we get the job done. Something tells me there's more to it with you.
You're quite perceptive. Theron, I need somebody like you on my side for this fight.
Jaunt, what do you mean?
I know your real last name, Eldrazi. You don't call yourself the Planeswalker of the Multiverse for nothing. And the Outlaws? They're a pair. Maybe a trio if Jake Watt's in on this contract as well.
Jake decided we weren't worth his time, so as far as I'm concerned, working with him's in the rear view. CJ and I can do it. You're right. My last name is Jack's blood for you.
Leave Semjax to me. Between the three of us, he doesn't know nearly enough to counter our surprise advantage. Speaking of, I know you tried to run a background check on me.
Standard for me when a new member joins the roster. Before we close this meeting, how do you intend to pay?
Up front, 1 standard bar each, with a price point of 1 bar per appearance each until contract expiration. That being, me getting my hands on Semjax. I'm willing to pay for blood.
Then we have a deal.
Then I look forward to our arrangement, Theron. Woe to the conquered.
And if that weren't enough, we then got a little bit of follow-up from the outlaw himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear directly from Theron Eldrazi.
You see, Jaunt Tristram didn't hire mercenaries. Actually, Jaunt Tristram hired friends. He came to me and said, Theron, I need somebody like you on my side for this fight. And I said, Jaunt, what do you mean? He said, I know your real last name, Eldrazi. You don't call yourself the Planeswalker of the Multiverse for nothing. It took me a second to realize what he was getting at. You see, my name is Theron Markov, and I am a member of House Markov. So Semjax, while I may not be a vampire, John definitely hired somebody who knows how to handle one. And MNW, you haven't heard this in a little while, and Semjax, neither of you. It's time to play for blood, and I may just take a sip of yours.
Markov? Markov.
Yeah. Okay. So we have that. Well, that's fine. You know, we're going to need to get ready for our next match. And while we're doing that, tweeting on social media, we have Graven Allen tweeting, with Shoot Nation in the ring, we'd like to remind everyone that tonight's episode is sponsored in part by Lowe's. But why?
Why?
We that's what we always, Graven, we always want to know that. So anyway, let's get ready for that next match. And we are what, hang on a sec. What, Phyllis? What? He's what? 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 Okay, he's upset with. Well, I get it. You can't. Fine. We'll. Then get. You know what? Fine. We got to go ahead to ringside, but it's not for the match we thought it was going to be.
Oh boy,
something else is going on. As the Goliath Gorm of the Conquest bloodline is heading to the ring. And, you know, who's going to stop him?
No one.
All right. Let me be clear. Theron, CJR Killer, you are worthless mercenaries. You have no cause. Your commitment is merely to a paycheck, whereas the Conquest bloodline have true purpose. We seek glory in the name of Semjax. So you can talk about your real name or what you're going to play for, but all you are is a little boy playing at cowboys and Indians. Whereas we in the bloodline, we reach for glory and conquest.
Oh boy.
Well, and here, I guess Eldrazi or Mark, what are we even calling him anymore?
Theron.
Theron. Theron is coming to the ring. Because, yeah, this is going to end well. And, you know, it takes a crazy man to get into the ring with a freaking Goliath. I mean, on any given day.
Exactly.
But, I mean, this is Eldrazi, so.
Crazy might be putting it lightly. Man, you are a big motherfucker, ain't you? I almost forgot about that. Now, the names don't matter. What matters is what I can do to y'all. What I've already figured out, what I know, and what we have planned. A big old party for a big old man like yourself.
As I said, little boy playing cowboy, whistling past the graveyard as the bloodline gains momentum. You will cut and run at the first pain, little mercenary.
Well, you know, the cowboy thing ain't gonna stick. They protect cattle, try to protect land and so on. I'm more the pillaging type, and I'm sure you are too, but one of us is better at it because one of us has some brain in our heads and isn't a pile of paving stones.
Okay. God. You know,
Why?
Theron is sane compared to this man. Ladies and gentlemen,
a lot.
you know, it's the cyberpunk prodigy Aiden Zero. Ugh.
All right, Mr. Future Technology Man, what do you got? What's your point here?
I mean, what part of modern technology are you not going to understand today, Aiden? Look at you using the big words. Ooh, you're a big motherfucker. Oh boy, Theron. Let me tell you something, Boobala. I'm watching this. I'm watching all this, and you come out here, and you know what happened last time you and I met in the ring? I beat your ass.
Well, if you want to run some things back, we can always do that another time. Oh, let me guess. You out here to tout your boys. You out here to, get your hands on your friends' members since, for some reason these days you can't be pulling your own? You haven't been in the ring in forever. I feel like I could beat your ass anytime I wanted to. I mean, I have the reps in, and clearly you don't.
Oh man, did you get hit really hard in the head during that trios match we had? You know, the one where you lost and High Voltage won? So yeah, no, you're... You know what? Go ahead and you can take Jaunt's money because, you know, at least that'll be some kind of payday for you. It's not like you're going to, I don't know, win a match or anything. So, yeah, what do you say about that?
Well, you know, I'm crazy enough to interrupt Gorm, but he was at least talking about me. I can't even begin to fathom how insane you are, sir. So what? You want to give us what? You giving us a shot? What's the deal here, Mister? I manage my friends because I have no talent left.
I would like to interject on this too, Zero. If your team is so tough, why don't you make it really interesting? If you're going to give a shot to the Outlaws, why not the Bloodline as well? I believe we could have a triple threat. Oh, you guys want a shot at the Voltage's... Well, let's make it interesting then. You know what? At Limit Break, let's do this. Conquest Bloodline versus the Outlaws versus High Voltage in a ladder match. How about that? You like ladders, Theron?
Jaunt's already paying me to take those suckers out, and you're just gonna go ahead and throw some gold on the pile? Sure, why not? All I gotta do is do the job I was already gonna do, and I just have to throw some Spencer's Hot Topic rejects on top of the pyre before I lad it up? Sure, why not? We'll do a ladder match, but I'm gonna give you your boys back broke.
Oh, that's... Yeah, sure you are. Yeah, that is great thinking. Because you got to worry about not just my boys, the alien prince and the living choking hazard. You got to keep your eyes open for a Goliath and a Muppet. Yeah, no, this is going to be fun. I cannot wait to see my boys humiliate both of you. So, you know what? Just, why don't you trundle off to your sugar daddy and let him know what trouble you've gotten yourself into. Oh! Theron did not like that!
Theron immediately ripping the jacket off, going in. And, he did some future stuff, didn't he?
I mean, you mean the fact that his hair is now... I don't know what's going on with that. Wait a minute, what the hell? Who's that? Holy... Wait a minute! That's Graven Allen, the chocolate zombie from Flashbang!
Terry! That's Graven Allen!
What the hell is the chocolate zombie doing here? I know he's been having some... He's been wanting to get his hands on the Outlaws, and Mr. Lawson says, "Oh, on the chair!"
Oh my God, straight on the chair, and oh, to the kneecap! He hit him in the kneecap with a chair!
Oh, and it's a Guri to 8-0 for good measure. Probably just because he annoys Graven.
Oh, that wasn't the gut, Jerry. That was chair to cock. That was straight chair to cock, Jerry.
I mean,
God.
Graven has been begging for a chance to get his hands on the Outlaws, and the brass has been saying no because they are banned from Flashbang. So I guess the zombie is taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, and oh boy. Okay, so we got another feud brewing. We got a triple threat coming up here. Dear Lord, Jerry.
You remember at the beginning of the show when I said it was all chaos?
We meant it. We all meant
it. Yeah. Why? Well, okay, we're going to have to get the ring in order. In the meantime, tweeting out on social media, we had Jaunt Tristam tweeting, boys, you're all handsome, and thanks for taking the bait. I'll send roses in the mail for you. Okay. That, and then we have Mr. Butler going, Faction Warfare 2, Multiverse Boogaloo. No more I remember the last time we had Faction Warfare. It didn't end well for anyone.
When are we not having faction warfare? People don't like each other. They fight. Isn't that the whole thing?
And now the janitor tweeting out, the janitor, of course, being the practical one of the bunch, simply pointing out, I need more mops for all the testosterone we just witnessed. He's not wrong.
There's a lot of manly men.
That was a lot of manliness and a lot of,
angst.
Something. Daddy-ish? You know what? Never mind. And then finally, Carcharodon, of all people, going, "Yo, Chalky boy, stay in your fucking lane." As if we don't already have enough going on between Warzone and Flashbang. And that has set everyone up. We're even hearing from Jack Andrews, who is currently a free agent in negotiations for a new contract with MNW, saying, and everyone wants me to resign to this place? Management can't even keep the rosters in check. I can't. You know what? We're going to go. I can't believe I'm going to say this. We need a moment. They're trying to get everyone out of the ring and make sure it's all set. So in the meantime,
we better clear the locker room too, just in case people are waiting to jump anyone.
Speaking of chaos between rosters, why don't we hear from somebody who went the other direction, as we said last night? Let's hear from one member of the main event Next.exe. Ladies and gentlemen, R. Sawyer.
Sometimes it's good to just step back from all the machinations on Warzone and have a break. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Flashbang and see how me and Malice stunned the interdimensional championship scene last night. Spoilers, we did great. I also figured it would be good to try and reconstruct some of Malice's memories. See if I can't get some of the old Malice back. But I have to admit, he was good in the ring regardless of lost memories. Maybe it was muscle memory or whatever personality shift you call this particular malice. I'm still not sure how to feel about that currently. Still processing. Now, some of you are wondering, but Sawyer, you have Warzone belts to chase. To which I'll say, you're right, but also no. Hardcore is off the table thanks to Sammy Boy's condition of not going after the belt whilst he's holding on to it. And I don't feel it's right to sabotage the challenger so early into his run. In fact, the longer he has for his run, the better. It slims down his chances for him to complete his challenge. As for the Nexus, Force users, not touching that. Not after seeing what they can do to Dark Troopers. No, gonna wait on that one. Which leaves me with just one belt. Far from Warzone. The Interdimensional Championship. In Fist of Requirements, it's a mid-card title, and it can be defended on both Warzone and Flashbang. And also, when it comes to Flashbang, it's nice to just enter, stunner, leave.
Is it wrong? That might be the most rational thing we've heard so far tonight.
Well, no, because it's from a thinking machine.
It's true. Well, let's go from a thinking machine. But they're just about ready, but we have one less promo we need to hear before we get back into action. So let's go from a mech to a victimizer.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
Wilson.
No.
Oh, very good, Beefy. Very good. You're finally letting your demonic strength shine through. You're finally channeling that anger into something useful. Oh, that makes me happy. Very happy indeed. I was getting tired of that carrot dick alpha male bullshit you've been feeding these people for 3 years. It was about time you lived up to your potential as a goddamn professional wrestler. You see, Beef, one thing I've come to realize over this past year is that professional wrestling is a sacred sport. It's not a place for reality TV stars, playboys, or idiots who want to roleplay their favorite cartoon characters. It's a place for fighters to battle it out in the rawest form of combat imaginable. It's a place where people like me can victimize happily and freely, however they please, without prejudice. I didn't just leave VIP because it was holding me back. No, I also left because I realized that you and everyone else in that pathetic organization were making a mockery of professional wrestling, of the only thing that occupies my thoughts day in and day out. It made me want to puke. Antonio Inoki once said that professional wrestling is the strongest and most pure martial art on the planet, and I intend to prove him right. I will beat you senseless. I will make you regret ever crossing the victimizer. I will break your fucking spine and force you to bow down before a wrestling god. See you soon, Beefy.
You know what? Say what you will about Wilson. Through every iteration of his career, he has been a student and really a historian of wrestling.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But he is wild. But you know what? Yeah, he's into wrestling, Jerry. Great. But you remember the fact that he's a psychopath. Don't forget that.
I mean, is he a psychopath or a high-functioning sociopath?
I don't care. Whichever one it is, he's scary.
And tweeting out on social media, again, Carcaradon going, would you look at that? Wilson actually has a point. Never thought I'd see the day I actually agree with the guy. See? You know, this is the point where, you know what? Let's move on. The ring's ready. So, Michael, have you been watching Blast?
I'm not caught up currently, no.
So, MNW Blast is the show on the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling YouTube channel. And right now on that, we are having the grand battle where we are going to have 8 Rumble-style battle royals to determine the holders of 8 star chips. The holders of those 8 star chips will then meet in the Brawl for Y'all. And whoever stands victorious in that with all 8 star chips gains one of the grandest advantages you could hope for in wrestling, the wish. The ability to request any match against any opponent with any stipulation. We have seen that wish previously garner the All Odds, the tag team titles. Right now, 7 chips exist out in the wild. Next episode of Blast will be the 8th member. But, because of the what's been going on with those star chips, the holders haven't had a lot of action. So today we're going to correct that, and we're going to see some of the holders of the star chips, and we're going to see them right now. So let's head to ringside. The following is a fatal 4-way scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the All-Father, Arcolf. So let's start off with a member of the Murder Cave, Arcolf.
Oh boy.
One of the current star chip holders. Could you imagine Arcolf and by proxy the Murder Cave with a wish?
It's gonna be scary if they get anywhere near there.
And I'm sure that the gatekeeper of the multiverse is thinking about it. Introducing next, representing OTP, Vore. Vore made his MNW return on MNW Blast, and in that return match won his star chip. That moment was so impressive, it is one of the moments of the year up for a Nexi.
Yep, simply the presence of the returning Vore enough to get him up on there, and also reuniting with his former tag team partner, now friend again.
The reformation of One True Pain. Introducing third, Vinsmoke, Sanji. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the straight shooter, Vinsmoke Sanji. You know what? I'd be really curious what his wish would be. He is a former multiversal heavyweight champion, but he is a man who has walked a long and hard road. It would be fascinating to see what he'd want. Vore, I can't imagine what Vore would want.
Vore, I feel like he'd mostly ask for not necessarily a specific opponent, but maybe a crazy match stipulation.
I mean,
something that involves exploding light bulbs.
You think Vore would want a death match?
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah. I think Vin would just want to settle some scores, to be honest.
I'm sure he's got a book. A list.
That's a different star chip holder.
Oh, yeah, huh?
And introducing fourth, representing the All Odds, He is the previous Grand Battle champion, Sasquatch Wing! Probably the biggest moment in the Grand Battles was the previous winner, Sasquatch Wing, winning another star chip!
Yeah, got another chance in there. If anything, he's the competitor with the most experience in match types like this. These multi-man matches, Squatch can get it done.
Squatch. And now this match, folks, this is just an exhibition match of some of the star chip holders. But still, this could be an idea because they will all have to face each other in the brawl for you all.
Indeed.
So this is going to be a chance for them to size each other up. And right off the bat, Krok goes after Squatch, and Vinsmoke goes after Arcolf.
Going after the biggest piece of prey, it seems, but oh! He just springboard off the ropes into was that his sliced bread on Squatch. That was amazing. Arcolf, however, just getting on top of Vin here, and oh, there we go. That's gotta hurt. Just tossing him around like a rag doll, Jerry. Look at that. Not even doing a. He's not even like wrestling holds. He's just picking him up and throwing him.
Oh, I mean this match. First off, each member of this match has held gold at one time or another. So you already have that. Oh, Arcolf and Vinsmoke are former Multiversal Heavyweight Champions. Krok, Vore, and Sasquatch Wing, former tag champions.
Yeah.
And of course, Sasquatch Wing, in addition to having that star chip, he is the #1 contender for the Nexus Titan Championship, which he will be facing Flyboy Bell at Limit Break 4.
Yeah, got that big match coming up. Meanwhile, on the outside here, Krok maintaining control against Sasquatch Ring. Meanwhile, in the ring here, Vin got a hold of Arcolf and sending him into the buckle. Got two brawls basically going on here, and power bomb to Arcolf.
Kind of makes sense. Whoa! Krok Vore. That's one thing about Krok Vore. He has always been deceptively fast. And again, biting the thing. I mean, a crocodile biting a Sasquatch.
That's nature, Jerry. It's just nature. They have a funny way of working themselves out. In the words of the man who is the biggest inspiration in my life, Jerry, life finds a way.
I see.
Ooh, sending the back of the head of Sasquatch straight into the railing there.
Meanwhile, Arcolf looking to make Vinsmoke humble. If he gets this tap, he wins the match.
This could end things. Good awareness, it seems, by Krok. There we go.
Yeah,
if it wasn't going to break up soon, Krok was going to get in there and break it up himself.
Oh, going for that Dragon Screw takedown he loves. Now working over the Allfather while Vin goes and decides to face the Sasquatch. Oh! The drop to... Oh, he did the... Wait, did he just do Arcolf's move on Arcolf?
Yeah, I think he... The whole humbling thing might be on Krok's mind right now.
You know, if you want to piss off the Allfather, one thing to do is try to put him in the Crucible.
Well,
Case in point!
In the Crucible for a moment, belly to belly, overhead throw. Arcolf, though, see, breaking up that predicament there.
And, now Squatch with the big men facing while the strikers are going at it.
And I'd say this matchup isn't just a matchup of all people who have held accolades before. These are all the ring generals. They all know their stuff to the nth degree, I'd say.
That's actually a really insightful point there, Michael.
Got a lot of people in this match with a lot of experience.
And also that they're all longtime MNW veterans. They all know each other pretty well. And of course, in back of each one of their minds is when they
whatever
face
match they want at the end of this tunnel, Jerry.
I mean,
whatever match they want.
That the wish is such a huge prize. And we saw what
Not
it
as
can
huge. Oh, it's the military press slam that Krok just took. He's going to be out for at least a couple moments here. And once again, garroting on the top rope. There goes Vin. Krok back up. Going to repay Sasquatch here, but no.
I mean, Sasquatch Wing showed what you can do with a wish. Again, talking about tactical, he cashed in at the last moment at Apocalypse, or not Apocalypse, at Future Shock, turning a regular tag match into a three-way, and he and Raphael Sampson captured the belts from Shoot Nation.
Another belly-to-belly there. Arcolf keeping a close eye on Squatch and Krokfire here, trying to get his way in, it seems, perhaps capture a pin, but Krokfire not going to let it happen, taking it to Arcolf. Talk about cold-blooded, Jerry, no fear, even for a man like Arcolf, but he reverses out of it, that leg strength coming from Arcolf.
And Arcolf, the wily veteran, the gatekeeper, there was a time all new wrestlers to Warzone. Oh, look at them teaming up on Arcolf. They know how dangerous he is. Also, Arcolf, having one of the darkest chapters in MNW history, he brought the Inquisition. Wrestlers died because of him.
I was simply told to not come into work and to tune in, and I'd understand why. And I did, Jerry. I understood why. And once again, Arcolf getting himself out of that submission maneuver. But Krokfar, of course, not giving in 1 inch here. Then meanwhile, taking it to Squatch. And some Crocker kicks to the back there. Now good striking combo.
One of the challenges in a four-way like this is knowing when you can have that moment to try and go for the victory while the other two opponents can't interfere. Arcolf going for his moment. 2 count. Ooh. So close, but Krokfar, resilient as ever, gets out. Krokfar, of course, has been... Oh! Sasquatch going for it. Krokfar breaking it up. Since Krokfar's...
Powerbomb there.
Since Krokfar's return, he won the grand battle, thus getting his star chip. His first match on Warzone proper was reteaming with registered Anon as OTP and won that match. So, technically, at this moment in his new run, he's undefeated.
Yeah, this run is undefeated so far. No skating on his record.
Now, if he wins this one, that might be a sign for what the grand battle's going to look like. Going for the pin, broken up by Arcolf.
I think this is one of the first matches where I've seen, if any of these competitors win, I wouldn't call it an upset, Jerry.
I mean, This is why the grand battle shows you the best of the best. And other star chip holders include Malice, who is currently going for the interdimensional title on Flashbang. And let's not forget the Dagrik, who won a bye. Oh! And Arcolf putting Krokfar in the Crucible.
Yeah, ankle picked him there into the Crucible. Krokfar in trouble here.
And Vinsmoke trying to get him to break it. Wait a minute.
What?
He tapped.
Here's your winner, the All-Father, Arcolf.
He just squeaked it out, Jerry. You gotta bet Krokvar's gonna be pissed about that one.
Vin hit him in the head 3 times and he didn't break the hold.
He was wailing on the Allfather and he didn't even move his head to see who was hitting him, Jerry.
So, yeah, this is, ladies and gentlemen, once we have next week's blast and the finale of the grand battles, and we know who that last person is going to be, oh my god, the brawl for your all is going to be insane.
We just talked about the undefeated streak for Krokvar so far, and he was humbled. He was immediately humbled, Jerry.
I mean, it is, like you said, that was one of those moments where, you know, anyone who won it would make sense. And the Allfather, the gatekeeper of the multiverse. So, and yeah, that was, as is being pointed out, Arcolf, that would, I mean, Vinsmoke is a striker. That's his specialty. 3 punches to the head of the Allfather, and the Allfather didn't care. That is how focused Arcolf is. Folks, it is going to be insane once we get to the proper grand battle. Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Utter and absolute wrestling chaos, Jerry. That's what's going to happen.
So just to lay it out, the current holders of the star chips, you have the Allfather, you have Krokvar, you have Vinsmoke, you have Sasquatch Wing, you have Malice, and representing the International Combat Club, you have Glycerius, and you have the Dagger, Dagrik, who won a bye because he won a Mystery in the Bank briefcase that happened to include a star chip. So that is what we have going on. And as soon as he got backstage, tweeting out on social media, Sasquatch Wing saying, getting a good idea for who this one wants to fight first. A tough one that deserves what comes to him. I mean, that's Sasquatch Wing for, again, Sasquatch Wing he knows what's going on. He's been through this process.
You know, over the years, there have been a lot of surprises in my career, Jerry, but none more surprising than just the sheer intelligence of Sasquatch Wing.
I mean, everyone goes, oh, he's a Sasquatch. It's like, yeah, he's also a licensed airline pilot.
Licensed airline pilot, entrepreneur, philosopher, poet.
Yeah, you don't sleep. Everyone thinks Sasquatches aren't intelligent. I'm like, obviously that's not correct. So, and I had did you have your Squatch roast this morning?
Of course, I got my Squatch roast cold brew.
Well, with that, we have, as we've said, there is so much going on in the multiverse. One of the matches at Limit Break will be Sergeant Major Payne facing Nice Ice for a shot at joining the International Combat Club. But we got a recorded message from Sergeant Payne before the show, so let's go ahead and play that for you now.
Hey, MNW, it's been a minute. Hope you all had a happy and safe holidays, and happy New Year. But it looks like it's time to get back to work. It seems the brass is making Nice Ice my next pay-per-view match, and honestly, I'd rather take that fight than have to worry about Sith fuckery. 'Cause unlike Fae fuckery, you know it's going to happen at some point, as the Sith love to betray each other, such as the tragic story of Darth Cain the Angry. But that's a story the Jedi won't tell. But looking towards Nice Ice and then Janitor, and I'm going to be honest here, I am taking on two of the most decorated and seasoned that MNW have to offer. And well, I'm scared shitless. I went toe-to-toe with Nice Ice on his return night, ring rust and all, and he beat my ass like a rented mule. And Yeah, he took a beating too, but no one cares about that. Only who won. Janitor is an original MNW member who has seen it all up to this point and has held damn near every title in this business. So who am I? I'm just a guy, a former soldier in a mask going up against titans of this industry. The ICC kick each other's ass for fun, with nice ice being made with the best in Soviet engineering, and Janitor has been tasked with glorious purpose. What I'm trying to say, Warzone, is that if you ever believed in me, cheered for me, backed me in any way, I need to hear it. I hear and see each and every one of you when I walk to that ring. I hear you, and when I salute each and every one of you out there. So I'm asking you, Nexus, let me hear you. Let me hear you from the nosebleeds to the depths of the Nexus itself. So when I ask you this, I want to know your answer. MNW, are you ready for a war?
And that's a great question. So, Michael, while that was going on, I got a request from backstage. So we're going to head to ringside real quick. I've gone ahead and approved something.
Oh, what was the request?
It kind of is relevant to what we just heard. So let's head to ringside. Because Sergeant Major Payne, I guess he wants to follow up on that recording. All right, hey guys. Okay, so I've been thinking since I recorded that last message, and I don't know. I'm a little conflicted now because, joining the ICC, it seemed like a great idea, but since they lost that tag match last week to the newest members of the Night Watch, I'm auditioning to join these guys, and they seem great, but it's holding me back from my Big Oof challenge. And yeah, I know I got to worry about the Sith. And by the way, Janitor, please win the match. I'd rather face you than XR Coon. I'm putting a lot in with going for this whole thing with the ICC, and after that match last week with, let's face it, Bagman and Westwind's an angel, but still, it's got me asking questions, and I'm conflicted now. And that, any soldier will tell you, going in conflicted can be rough. So I got to figure out, is this really what I want to do? Especially, what if I lose that match to Nice Ice? Then I've spent my shot, and I didn't get into the ICC, and I gave up my shot at the Big Oof, and whatever the heck happens with XR Coon, there's a lot. Well, I guess we're gonna hear, ladies and gentlemen, it's the leader of the International Combat Club coming to ringside.
Did it maybe satiate some doubts, or?
He's the person that Sergeant Major Payne is going to face at Limit Break, and if Payne can win, he's in the International Combat Club. So this will be interesting. The Siberian Cyborg, Nice Ice. Well, I'll say this, Nice Ice seems very calm. Let's hear what he has to say.
So I hear you were put off by our loss. A little bit of failure last week, and I admit. Good outplay. But everyone in life, Major, everyone in life loses. I was born in Siberia. I've been taking L's since day of one.
Okay, but you guys, victory is a requirement to get in the club. So, you're saying that, but then you lost to an angel and a and a guy in a trash bag. I mean, he came to the ring wearing a trash bag and a bag on his head. And look, it feels weird. Can you? So what do you? Go ahead, say your piece. What do you got?
Requirement for entry is not victory. Requirement for entry is a good fight. And how can you get a good fight if you are not trying to win? That is what all about. It is trying for victory. No matter how hard it is, you get back up. You lift self up by bootstrap, as you like to say.
Okay, all right. So what you're saying is it's not the destination, it's the journey? Is that what you're giving me? You know what? Okay, I get it. So, I need to get stronger, and we need to get stronger so it doesn't happen again.
That is basically the point. Everyone is going to lose. Everyone is going to have hardship. I thought that was whole thing about your precious capitalism. You lift yourself up. Equality of opportunity. We might disagree on that, but at least we can both agree that everyone should get a shot.
Okay, you know what? I'm in. Let's do this. You, me, Limit Break, and I am going to take you to the wall. I'm going to get that spot in the International Combat Club, and once I am locked in, I don't care who's holding it, I'm going after the Big Oof Championship. How does that sound, Nice Ice?
Member of team or not, on my side of ideology or not, I will be rooting for you. Whether you beat me does not determine whether or not you have right to go after gold. I believe you have right to go after whatever you set mind for. So, I will take.
All right, then you have a deal. You got a match. I am looking forward to this now. Nice Ice, I'm going to go back. I'm going to start studying the tapes on you again. I am going to be so ready for that match. I am pumped now. You know, I was a little down, but now I'm ready. I'm pumped. Let's do this. You know what? Thanks. I feel a lot better. That's exactly what I needed to hear, Nice Ice. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, I can see why you're the leader of this group. You're good at this pep talk thing. Man, does that come from living in Siberia? Dude, maybe I should spend some time there. What's the weather like? Never mind. You know what? We're doing this. I'll see you at Limit Break, my friend.
Do not go to Siberia. It's a bad idea.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay, well, wow.
Huh. The word wholesome comes to mind, but I'm not one to espouse that BS.
I mean, Nice Ice is good at this leadership thing. I mean,
he can give a speech. I'll give him that.
Oh, come on. That was great. How can you not love that Cyber Siberian?
Because I love money more, Jerry. Who do we got up next?
Well, as we get ready for our next match, first off, tweeting out on social media, Sasquatch Wing tweeting, "See, Nice Ice, get it. Win or lose, always get something from every match." So, that's, it's true, because Sasquatch is always after big fight.
Honor and defeat, yeah, you learn something, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Winning is always better than losing, Jerry. I don't get it.
That's fine. Well, you know what? It's interesting, especially after that discussion, because they were talking about the newest members of the Night Watch. And you know what we have right now? Do you want to hear from the newest members of the Night Watch?
An angel.
Too bad you're going to. Sorry there, Michael. Yes, an angel and a man. You know what? Let's start with the man with wears the bag on his head. Let's hear from Todd Bagman.
Well.
know how the tables have tabled. Raiden CeeLo, since Todd Bagman has gained himself a team with the Night's Watch. But Todd, you may ask, how did you join with them? Well, the interview process was very convincing. Hey, you hiring?
Yes?
Awesome. Kevin, we got ourselves a job. Okay, bye. So now that Todd has gained himself a team, I have to do a mature. Which I will. And another thing. It seems my lawyer says I cannot use the Night's Watch as my personal posse. Blah, blah, blah. For legal reasons, I, Todd Bagman, act alone and do not speak for the Night's Watch as a whole when I say this. I'm announcing that I will beat your ass, Blade and Greeros, at an unannounced time. There, happy, Kevin? Yeah. Anyways, I'm Todd Bagman, and I'm gonna bag you!
Michael? Did he just challenge Aiden Zero?
I suppose?
You know what? I'm not... Alright, I'm gonna have to get into that. At least he had the forethought to read a legal disclaimer. You know what? Let's go hear from the other new member of the Night's Watch. I'm sure it's gonna make a lot more sense. Let's hear from West Wind.
As the Lord states, there are no such things as coincidences. You see, it all began with a fleeting guild, a foregone era trapped in the wake of their former glory. Yet the sands blew in their favor. While known as the end, it was but their beginning, a reinvigorated genesis, if you will. How did this come to fruition? What fanned the flame to burn once more? You're simply asking the wrong questions. It wasn't a what, but a who. One who bears intriguing ties in various weaves throughout the multiverse. A thread that even manages to find its way to the Lord. Sir Alistair Evergreen. You've drawn holy blood, and for that, your moniker as the Hardcore Hound befits you. I can sense your potential, how it yearns to rage at the crimson-stained moon. Perhaps that is what the Lord sees. Maybe the string ties much deeper. I must admit, I don't truly know why, only that I must. I, as his chosen messenger, will offer all of my abilities to you. By the name of Night's Watch, I will be your sword. I will be your shield. I will take up the mantle. It is my sworn duty to guide you all on this path, and, with God as my witness, I will deliver.
So, yeah, there you have it. The newest members of the Night's Watch, and a more diametrically opposite pair you could not ask for.
Another way to put it would be hallelujah, holy shit!
Sure, let's go with that. So, we're getting ready. So, this next match was not originally on the card, but after events that happened earlier, it has been added. So, we are going to, and we're still working out some details. So, in the interest of taking the time to get those details ironed out, I have been informed now would be the time for us to take our regularly scheduled commercial break. So we'll be back after these messages, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic. Money.
The following message has been paid for by blood money.
Have you ever witnessed a beloved JRPG mascot get brutalized? Perhaps a kawaii character from one of your favorite anime has been through a grueling battle. Or perhaps some jackass just gets off on inflicting pain to them. Well, don't just stand there. Pick up the phone today. Hello, I'm Mr. Butler from the Hawaii Universal Protection Organization. Here at Kupo, we provide treatment and recovery for all the kawaii creatures of the world who have been put through the ringer. Our facilities include therapeutic counseling sessions.
Alright, Inferni, calm down! I'm not Paul! Why did we sign up for this?
Exercise regimens for full rehabilitation.
Holy Jesus! Run! No! Dang nabbit, I told you not to mix up the greens in their diet!
And of course, our serene and peaceful men wards.
Oh, sweet unholy heaven, who let the tomberries out of the secure way?
Yes, indeed. We spare no expense to ensure the safe recovery of our beloved mascot patients. So don't delay. Call 555-KUPO today. That's 555-KUPO.
The preceding message has been paid for by blood money.
Ladies, look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Does he look like me? Hell no. But can he smell like me? Hell yes! Beowulf's Monster Blood Blend is my brand new fragrance from men in deodorant, body wash, and shampoo varieties. Made out of the finest ingredients gathered from the corners of the 9 realms. So now you can smell like you just wrestled a demon buck-ass naked in the midst of smoke and the scent of mead on your skin, slayed your draconic son, and fought many a dangerous monsters of the deep. Beowulf's Monster Blood Blend. Live like a legend, be a legend, smell like a legend.
Not made of actual monster's blood. Any blood found is merely a coincidence, nothing more. Please don't sue us.
Only those with the right card and the right tastes are fortunate enough to be admitted to the Crimson Cabaret. It is where the most desired, most talented of souls entertain our exclusive club members. We offer 2 levels and live music, be it the voice of a starlet or the company of a charming server. We cater to all tastes, and we are sure to satisfy. So tell us, what is it that you desire?
This is the grand opening of the Wild Fang Coffee. Here you can feel safe with your baristas trained in popping a cap in a dude while crafting the perfect cup of coffee. Each has spent 6 months in combat training and trained by Ramsey himself, the National Coffee Chief. They strive for perfection in every cup. And remember, Wild Fang Coffee. Come steal from us. We dare you.
Seth Jackson here with the Man Dapper. Have you ever been scheduled for a singles match only to discover your opponent is Helix sucks? Have you ever been powerbombed so hard that your bowels come loose from the intestinal lining? Well, if you said yes to any of the following questions, the Man Dapper is here for you. With super absorbent anti-Hershey squirt technology, we have you covered, no matter how quickly you are plummeting towards a splintery potluck table from the 80s. The Man Dapper, because your ass is a winner.
The Man Diaper is not liable for any rashes caused by the misuse of our product, no matter how much Seth says he itches.
When you're the type of guy on a hot summer's end day, taking down every son of a gun that ever did you wrong, the first and last thing you ought to do is have that victory smoke. Make sure it's a Vinsmoke. Vinsmoke's Hunter Classics. They got a real kick.
Each year, millions of people struggle due to poverty and lack of opportunity. For some, help arrives too late. Hello, I am Sir Uncle Dunk, and I'm here to talk about a group of people who have struggled more than most. The 1%. These wonderful people are a minority the world over and have been persecuted by governments and societies to the point where they're becoming an increasingly small part of our planet. We here at Uncle Corp aim to help those affected by business laws, OSHA regulations, and sweaty wrestlers in spandex. If you make a donation today at 1-800-GIMME-MONEY, we can end the suffering of the rich minority around the world. That's 1-800-GIMME-MONEY. Make your donation today.
And we're back. All right. So while that was going on, I had to work with the folks back there. There's been some conflict backstage, Michael.
Oh boy! Of course there has been.
And so we had to eventually. We have solved it by putting together a match, because we're wrestlers. It's what we do. So this match, let's just say it has to do with some stuff we saw earlier in the ring. A little jawing between. You know what? I'm not even going to explain it. We're just going to go to ringside. We'll explain as we go.
More wrestling action coming up. Let's go, Jerry.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Outlaws, CJR Killer! Alright, so starting off, we have CJR Killer. He saw his partner, Theron Eldrazi, out earlier, getting into it with Aiden Zero Gorm and then getting hit with a chair by the Chocolate Zombie. Aiden is currently being, Theron is currently being checked over by medical staff, and they were not willing to clear him for this match. So CJR Killer is coming out with he is subbing in a different tag partner.
Huh. Who might that be?
Well, I guess the question is, have you been paying attention? And introducing his tag team partner, Jaunt, Tristam!
Oh boy. Okay.
So, the man paying CJR Killer, Jaunt Tristam,
out there with them.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be taking his lumps. He's not just paying the bills, which, CJR Killer, CJR stands for Cash Job Repeat. So,
looks like John's supplying the cash. So, we got to get the job done here today. So,
yeah,
I can take a stab at who they're facing. Well, perhaps that
was a really interesting choice of words there.
Yeah.
The question is specifically, who is he going to be facing? Tristam, of course, his whole goal, he wants that title shot against Samjax at Limit Break. So
he's working towards it.
I mean, he's putting in the work, but so far Samjax has been kind of blowing him off. Well, laughing him off might be a better term. So let's see. Well, let's see.
Let's see if their eyes are bigger than their stomachs, huh?
And introducing their opponents. They are Samjax and Carnival, the Conquest Bloodline.
Okay.
Yeah, your multiversal heavyweight champion, folks. Samjax is coming out personally to deal with this.
You have to wonder, is this throwing a wrench in the plans of Jaunt, or is this a good thing for him? Is this a taste of what he wants, Jerry?
I think maybe, but I think also Samjax just wants to get up and close and personal and suss out his rival.
Perhaps that. You have to remember the conversation they had last week.
But I mean, that's talking the talk. Now this is walking the walk.
And as Jaunt himself said, you know, Semjax has the edge on him in the ring, it seems.
But Jaunt said he's been a villain longer than Semjax, which I'm like, Semjax is a vampire, folks. What the hell?
How long has he been villaining as a vampire? He could have been a good vampire at some point, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
You can do some night frolicking, some nights.
Good. CGR Killer coming out right off the bat.
Of course, coming up right off the bat, as violent as possible. But Semjax again using that.
I mean, Semjax is
in the ring,
you know, versatile, and now in comes Carnival, the man. Thank God he's wearing his Conquest outfit,
aka pants. No, see, Jerry, Carnival. Somehow, I think this is Carnival's fault. I have hiccups, Jerry. It's Carnival. I blame Carnival.
Oh, there he hits it. I mean,
God.
You've always had an adverse reaction to Carnival.
I don't like it. I have a full body convulsion every time I see the. I almost said man.
Do you think you're allergic to Muppets? Maybe.
Oh my God. Is there a Muppet doctor? Well, not a doctor who specializes in Muppet. Not the doctor isn't a Muppet. I hope he's not. Anyway.
Well, I mean,
CJR Killer. Some of the outside Semjax here. I think trying to wear him down the ring. Oh, planting him.
DDT on the edge.
On that ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. It's basically just a steel edge, Jerry.
Semjax, I mean, I think he's biting his. You know what? He's biting the fingies, which, I mean, you can't quite tell because the ring post's in the way, but I know that move.
Yeah, the fingies in places they shouldn't be.
Now, fortunately, I do believe the Outlaws have confirmed they got their anti-vampirism vaccinations.
Well, with the job they are undertaking, probably a good idea.
You know, when I used to wrestle, we didn't have to get vaccinations against, you know, vampirism and lycanthropy and clownmidia, you know, none of those things.
Just regular chlamydia.
Now, Semjax left out, and CJR just goes inside waiting for him. It's like he's taunting him. He's standing right next to Jaunt, but doesn't tag him in.
For him. We saw the dead-eyed stare of Jaunt just staring down Semjax on the outside of the ring there, smiling at him.
And beating the drums of war.
Besides the fact that they're both pale, Jerry, they both have just the most unsettling smiles.
It's really just, especially, you know, Carnival, you expect to be pale because, you know, his condition. He does also run, or he did run the Hot Clown hotline. I don't know if it's still in existence. And finally, into the match comes Jaunt Tristam.
Going up against Carnival here. That's got to be a bit of a shock to the system for Jaunt. I don't think he's ever faced Carnival, and especially coming out the gate like that.
Oh, Carney! With the flips. Carney is a surprisingly agile wrestler for such a large Muppet hybrid creature.
Such a large being indeed, flying off those ropes. Jaunt here perhaps in some trouble. No! Getting control back, tagging the big man back in. Perhaps a bit of cooperation here, no? Regular tag out, CJR Killer.
I mean, he is paying for this man's services.
Short arm lariats all around here, Jerry. And another one. Trio of lariats there and a stomp to the head for Carnival's trouble.
And now working on that something.
Wrenching the neck, Muppet head, freaky appendage. I suppose you could call it big right hand from Carnival.
Oh, one, two. Welcome to the Carnival.
Oh boy, that was a payback for those lariats. Oh, but a big boot from CJR Killer.
I mean, that's one of his specialties. Kick out at 2.
I wish my specialty were kicking someone so hard in the chest that they died.
Do you really?
No.
There we go.
I wish my specialty was making more money than I already do. CJR Killer trying to regain control here. But the Muppet with the elbows.
And
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's caught by CJR Killer. Kick to the leg.
Woo!
Carnival trying to end things early here, but CJR Killer got another thing coming. Another big boot.
Going for the pin. Block. And kick out at 2. Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure what CJR blocked there. I think Gardy was setting up for the velvety Muppet kiss, and CJR decided he wanted none of that. Wait, is he gonna? Oh!
Against the bottom buckle, Jerry.
Dead or alive on Samjax.
Dead or alive, sending the back of Samjax's head into that bottom buckle, showing the ruthlessness once again of the Outlaws.
And now Carney working over Jaunt Tristam. Oh, ducking a hit.
Big right hand and an elbow to the Muppet, but the Muppet countering back with shots of his own. Have I mentioned the fact that Carnival creeps me out, Jerry? I don't think I've mentioned it enough.
Here's a thought. Do you think that CJR Killer could kick him in the face hard enough to make him more palatable?
You know what? Let's try that.
1, 2, kick out.
Kick out at 1.
Kick out before the 2 count even hit.
And rolls out of the way of that boot expertly. Went for a shot on Carnival.
Carney blocked it. Oh, and now another slam.
Scooping a slam there, indeed. Stomp to the hands. Whips Jaunt into the corner. Could be in some trouble here. Perhaps a tag.
Oh no! Oh, this doesn't look good.
Oh boy!
No!
Oh god! Oh, that's okay.
Oh no! Carney's addiction.
Going once again, and broken up by CJR.
Yeah, Samjack's just a moment too late to stop the breakup.
Overshot it, I think. Up on the shoulders of Carnival, however, is CJR Killer. Dumped him with a big Samoan drop. Jaunt, a break out of the hold here.
After facing Carney's addiction, I think Jaunt has had just about enough.
Just about enough? Is this a choke slam for Carnival? The strength, Jerry, of Jaunt. Choke slam. Choke slam. Oh.
And here we go. Jaunt versus
Samji. This is the rivalry that started up. Oh, what a gut buster.
Going up top.
Handling the situation very well, Jerry.
Oh!
Freakish amount of ring awareness. And once again, springboard moonsault. Trying to end things here, but Carney, ever the veteran here. Did Carney just jump out of that? That was just like a jump for joy moment.
Yeah.
He's not striking him, Jerry. He's just jumping. Is he gonna do it? He's just jumping, Jerry. He's just. Why is he jumping?
I think you need to consider what part of Carney ends up in what part of... In front of what part of
You're a pervy old man, Jerry. You're a pervy old man.
I used to have to wrestle Rocco Brunelli, dude.
Waist lock and a slam from Carnival, who was apparently jumping and sticking. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Dude, you never had to wrestle Angel Dust Jones. You don't know.
Kick to the gut.
And now, finally, officially, for the first time this match, I believe, Sam Jax versus Jaunt Tristam.
There we go. Both tagged in.
And Sam Jax looking for the Embrace the Conqueror. CJR broke things up.
Yeah, no, he just swept that kick across. You got me. You've messed up my brain tonight, Jerry.
Just
kick across the back of Jaunt.
Work through the pain, Michael. Work through the pain.
Every time Carnival's in the ring, Jerry, just things fall apart. Meanwhile, submission maneuver locked in.
But Sam Jax breaking out.
He's bridging into that neck crank. Very good athleticism from Jaunt.
Oh, right in the gut.
Direct to the gut. These two going at it.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Jaunt just yo-yos himself back into the ring with a back elbow, and now just shoving all of his weight on the clavicles, right on the chest and neck of Sam Jax and Jaunt. I think maybe proving his point a little.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Here's your winners, Jaunt Tristam and CJR Killer.
I think that might have proven a point. Jaunt Tristam did just pin Sam Jax 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, Jerry.
I mean, for his argument that he should get a title shot at Limit Break, I mean, he now holds a pinfall victory over the leader of the Conquest Bloodline.
The man went through Carnival and got a 1, 2, 3 on the world champion.
You know, the only that would have been so much worse if Carney had been wearing the other outfit.
Especially the jumping, Jerry.
Especially the
jumping.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'd like to cash my therapy voucher in for this quarter, please.
I mean that's why you get it.
Yeah, I'm cashing it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know, talk to Phyllis and back to set up the appointment.
Ah, great, cool.
Yeah, just after the show because we got to finish.
Yeah. So let's finish the show. Violence, Jerry. Speak of me of violence.
Well, we'll get to violence in a minute, but first, as soon as he got backstage, tweeting out on social media, Jaunt Tristam pointed out that he left 2 roses in the ring after the match. So that's going to be...
That's simultaneously probably a threat and also classy, Jerry.
Yeah.
It's a classy threat right there.
And you know, you don't want to... I don't. So, we've been talking all day about all the insanity that is going around cross-brand. How, I mean, main event mechs on Flashbang, the Chocolate Zombie storming the ring here today. But all of, and you know, of course, we acquired through free agency the Omni Slayer Jagger Blackthorn, but through a trade, we got the Son of Thunder Johan Mjoln. And following him over is apparently going to be all members of his collective group, the Soul Train. So we got a message coming from that group. Let's go ahead and play the tape right now.
Let's see what the newbies got to say.
We're new to the show. Allow us to explain with thunderous words the goals of the Soul Train.
Hello, Warzone!
As every one of you has already known, we transferred in from Flashbang with new fields to cross, more matches to be had, and the most important, more gold to claim.
You see, on Flashbang, we were quite content to simply sit in the back, do our due diligence, and wait for our chance.
But our chance never came, and instead our faction would be split up by Mr. Lawson instead.
Well, we weren't going to let that slide, so we moved as a group instead.
We are not going to be sitting around as pawns to be played with any longer. No, we are here in force, and there's a lot of gold just waiting to be taken.
I think PM and I would look dazzling with tag team gold around our waists.
I'm looking forward to taking that big oof belt for myself.
And I am looking to get the World Heavyweight Championship title belt around Johan's waist. I mean, with the gold, it'll look great on him.
So, Warzone, you best pay the toll, because we will roll like thunder. Speaking of which, there's an old ticket I have to punch in.
Just focus.
Alright. Fine. But the moment I see that bald head turn a corner, I'm going to throttle him.
Oh boy. So there's a lot of grudges when you think about it. I mean, Johan referencing his former rivalry with Gorm. I think PM Ghost was being very polite, not bringing up his history with CJR Killer. Yeah, there's a lot that's gonna be happening here.
There's a whole book of grudges, Jay.
Yeah.
But I'm pissed.
So I'm hearing that we're having a little trouble getting Samjax out of the ring, which there's somebody else waiting to get in the ring. So we're trying to get people to coax him out because the show's got to go on.
Come on, people. You can't just interrupt each other if people have booked in-ring promo time. Unless you're interrupting in a promo capacity, you can't just sit there.
And the next thing is an actual scheduled moment. I mean, official and everything. In the meantime, tweeting out on social media, McMorgan, good, more of them to fight. McMorgan is so itching for since he joined MNW, wanted to have a match with Johan Mjoln, which has always been, complicated by the fact they're on two different shows. So, all right, I think we're getting the in-ring situation worked out because again, we got to get to this this next segment.
I swear, some of our competitors fight each other so much it's like they're in relationships, Jerry.
I mean,
fight-based relationships.
So anyway, okay, I think we got it situated. So we're ready for this next moment. If you're ready there.
Ready as I'll ever be, Jerry.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, how's your twazzle?
It has been twazzled, twizzled.
Twazzled, twizzled. Okay. Well then, let's go head down to ringside for a let's call it a very, very important announcement about Limit Break. And your Warpgate Hardcore Champion, Suplex Sam.
How's it going, babes? It's Suplex Sam here. They send me one of the papers I gotta do reading and stuff and all that, but Wilson, first off, fuck you. Second off, Beef, babe, you got this. You're gonna crush his tiny little head between your wondrous giant legs. And then it comes down to me and my belt, baby, Suplex Sam. Unfortunately, apparently, oh yeah, I gotta defend this thing. I gotta defend it at limit break. So you know what? Yeah, sure. Gotta do the. Well, I don't understand why. Look at these buys and tries, babe. You think any guy like me has to prove himself? What more do I gotta prove? I got nothing left to prove, babes. All right, look at me. Peak, pinnacle of wrestling perfection. Plus, no rules. Hardcore belt. Who else is this hardcore? Nobody. Nobody gonna be as hardcore as...
Oh, God.
Well, okay.
Oh, God. Come on, just... I like this guy. Why do we have to bring out the guy I don't like, Jerry?
He's coming to ring. You know, somebody's got to face Suplex Sam at limit break.
¿Cómo estás, my roided out friend? I heard you were looking for a bit of an opponent, and I suppose I could take a chance at being hardcore. Seems cool. And you've been running around lately, sort of running away from people. I ain't been running away from nobody, Pipsqueak. Look at that. Look at that. You have no clue what you're coming in here asking for. You're pathetic. You want chance. Well, what were you? What did they call you? Oh, that's right. A jobber. It's all you're ever going to be, kid. Now, skedaddle. You're interrupting the king's moment. Okay, hermano. Calm down. Calm down. And as you forget, the man you are running in fear from is a man I have beaten. You're afraid of Wilson? I have beaten Wilson. And I think, no, I know if I was given one chance, I could beat you. Alright, you want a chance? You want a chance at that, baby. You want a chance to take down the champ. You want to be hardcore. You want to get in the ring with me. Suplex Sam, babes. Fine. Fine, I'll crush you. I'll crush you at the pay-per-view. I'll crush you a little bit, break sure. Oh, good. So then it is settled. I will get one more chance at gold. And this time, I'm giving it my all, just like every other time. And I think you are going to be surprised, hermano. So, why don't you go get a workout in? Oh, I will. You're the one who should be getting the workout in. And, you know what? I'll send you a couple tubs of my favorite protein. Maybe some suplex soups. How about that? You can get some iron in your diet, you little freak. And, how about you, take your little ass on out of here before I start getting annoyed? All right. Calm down, hermano. I got no beef with you, except for our match. Beef? No? Oh, okay. That was my bad. One way or another, Sam, thank you for giving me one more chance. Yeah, whatever. How many times are you gonna say a catchphrase? How many times am I gonna flex? Listen, just get your ass on out of here. You're nothing but a pathetic little freak. And I swear to God, if I hear you jaw jack one more time, I'm gonna kick your ass right here, right now. So just go on, get the hell out of here. Okay, Sam. I'll get out of your hair. Or lack thereof. But you know, why do you wear that thing anyway? Seems a bit impractical. Is it a hair replacement? Is it... Anyway. We have a date at the pay-per-view. Perhaps a date with destiny. Where I will get one more chance.
Well, there you have it, folks. And Sam said it, and as general manager, I'm going to confirm it. At Limit Break, it will be Juan Chance challenging Suplex Sam for the Warpgate Hardcore Championship. What do you think there, Michael?
It's definitely going to be a match, Jerry. I don't know why you're so excited.
I would like to remind you that Juan made a very important point there. He actually holds a victory over Wilson. In fact, his beating Wilson is what triggered the victimizer.
We all know that was a fluke, Jerry.
It was an Iron Man match.
A glorious match it was. That still to this day, I don't know what people were confused about that. Anyway,
yeah, no, it was fantastic. We watched it together. I mean, we were there in the booth. I mean, you were shocked.
Yeah, I was completely shocked by the ability of Juan Chance. Just so many fans slept on that match, Jerry. It's kind of disappointing.
Fair enough, but anyway, we've got another match for. In the meantime, let's this next match. Well, so earlier we had 4 of the star chip holders come down for exhibition action. We thought another one who hasn't been on the show for a while deserved a little spotlight. So we're gonna let's head to ringside. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the International Combat Club, Lachen!
Oh boy, he told me a joke this week again.
What did he tell you?
He told me, he said, do you know the phrase, one man's trash is another man's treasure?
Uh-huh.
And he said it's a wonderful saying, but it's a horrible way to find out that you were adopted.
Wow. Yeah, he told me a joke. Did you hear they arrested the devil?
Uh-huh.
They got him for possession. Ha! And introducing his opponent, he is the Dwarven Prince. He is the Dagger, Dagrik.
Former holder of that Warpgate Hardcore Championship.
Former Warpgate Hardcore Champion, and he won a Mystery in the Bank ladder match, which garnered him a star chip. He is the first star chip holder for the Brawl for Y'all. And this is a man, Lachen, of course, is the best comedian to come out of the East German Super Soldier program. But if there's somebody who can take on those genetically engineered muscles, it's the Dwarven Prince.
Dwarven Prince, a man who can just face the most severe amounts of damage you've seen any living creature take. This man has been put through copious amounts of furniture, cut open, stabbed, lit on fire.
Don't forget, sent to prison by the Inquisition.
Yep, sent to super prison, mind you.
It's where he built that motorcycle by hand, out of scraps.
Dear God.
So, yeah. Wonder what his wish would be.
probably a new level of pain to endure. I don't know.
It's Dagrik. I wouldn't put it past him wanting a gauntlet match against his Book of Grudges.
Huh. Well, at least that's easy for our bookers if he does win.
I mean, we'll see.
We just gotta photocopy the book.
I can also see him wanting a match against Arcolf. All kinds of thoughts, but first he's got to win the Brawl for Y'all.
Yeah.
But right now he's getting worked over by Lachen. By the way, folks, this is not a match. Dagrik is not being potentially inducted into the International Combat Club.
No.
No. He just said, give me the biggest, toughest guy I can get.
And that happened to be Lachen.
I mean, yeah.
We got a fighter forged through experience, through pain, through injury. And we got another fighter forged through perfect genetic experimentation. We got to wonder which way this will go. It's kind of... It goes beyond a wrestling match, Jerry. It's a battle of diametrically opposed forces in the world.
Nah, the only thing I was talking to Dagrik, he's a little put out. He says Deep Rock Galactic is perpetuating a lot of stereotypes. Oh, beautiful moonsault!
2? What stereotype?
I mean, it's what?
What stereotypes? I mean,
it's about dwarves mining in space.
Wasn't that what they do?
Look, all I know is he was feeling it was, you know, I don't know. Anyway, and another moonsault!
Big moonsault. Rock hard gut of Dagrik.
I mean, Dagrik is a very solid competitor. And so every time that full body weight lands on you, on a Hurricane Rana takedown.
You know how normal skin, you sort of, like if you get slapped, Jerry, your skin, it does a wave thing.
Yeah.
It sort of, there's some give. Not with Dagrik.
Oh, leg sweep by Lachen. Not willing to just concede ground to the Dwarven Prince.
These two both great warriors in their own right, if you look at it one way or another, Jerry. Lachen, though, from that boot to the sternum.
Now going for a pin of his own. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Out at 2 by the Dwarven Prince. What has he got here?
Working over the arm of Dagrik. Dagrik reversing it.
Dikatami locked in there for a moment, but Dagrik able to power out, use that left hand with powerful left-handed shots.
And boxcars! I just had a thought. You realize that we can now have a match between Dagrik and Tiki the Troll.
Oh, boy. That's going to be a battle of hairstyles, too, is what that's going to be.
That's a good point.
Both men having the hairstyles that say, don't talk to me in public.
Oh, boy, there it is. The Dwarven Driver.
Dwarven Driver 2. Ooh. Last moment kick out by Lachen. Takes that Dwarven Driver and responds. Gonna be a trio suplex here. No! Suplex into the
Suplex lariat combo he loves so much.
Yeah, and of course that suplex that he pulls off so well.
Oh! And you know, Dagrik was playing possum. Oh no.
Oh! Spinning him out, sending him into the ropes. And off the top, diving headbutt straight to the middle of the back. 1, 2.
Another kick out at 2. Lachen is resilient.
Resilient to superhuman levels, in fact, Jerry. Oh! Big vertical suplex there. The low center of gravity kind of working wonders here for Dagrik. His hips are already lower than Lachen's, so if he can get those throws in.
Oh no, and
Running driver there too. Oh, and a kick out.
Oh, here it comes. What are we going to get now?
Lachen in some trouble.
Oh, Lachen floats over. Lachen's height came into his advantage.
No. Yeah, he's got to take advantage of that size, that power disparity in this match.
One, two.
Whoa, that's a move I haven't seen in a bit. Took him off the buckle for a choke bomb, Jerry.
And now Dagrik what's he planning here? Oh! How about a Dwarven Buster?
Busting up the face of Lachen. Tied up there for a moment. Dagrik takes him over, working under the legs there for a moment. Big overhand strike. And a combo, ending with a gut punch and just several slams to the back here. Dagrik taking it to the next level.
I'm sure all the other star chip holders are taking a look at this match, wondering what it's going to be like when they have to face the Dwarven Prince.
Now fingers clasped.
And again, that density of the dwarf.
Reminds me of the saying, unstoppable force, immovable object, Jerry.
Knocking him off. I mean, he asked for a tough opponent. He got it.
Bit of a Northern Lights there, and just stomps now. Rake in the face, and that was the eyes. A rake of the eyes from Lachen.
Oh, here we go.
Overhead shot.
Electric chair suplex. Normally called the electric chair German suplex, but it's Lachen.
It's just a suplex, Jerry. Oh, two and a kick out. Lachen's got to maintain control here. You're dealing with a crafty opponent.
And as you see again with Dagrik. Up. One and suplex lariat combo.
2, 3.
And your winner, Lachen! And another win for the International Combat Club. And something for the Dagger to think about. Oh, what's... That's Dagrik for you. He likes a good fight. And he got one. Yep, showing respect to Lachen.
Perhaps even putting some truth to the words of Nice Ice. Maybe quelling more doubts in the mind of Sergeant Major Payne.
That's a good point there. So with that... After all the insanity and all the machinations, that was just a good palate cleanser. We needed that match.
Indeed.
So, now, as for what's coming up, of course, as we look forward to Limit Break on February 4th, we have to consider one of the matches that is being, I would say, one of the most highly anticipated matches of that night. And that is the #1 contender match between Maximilian Thunder Thighs and the man formerly known as Zacko Duo, now known as Zeta.
Zeta.
So let's hear from the rechristened mech himself, ladies and gentlemen, Zeta.
Well, Max, this is the longest I've ever heard you stay quiet. If you're still rocked in the head from Semjak's dinging it with the belt, then let me be the one to take the first shot. Lots of things have happened since I was put on the slab. Champs come and gone, new faces to the company, new factions and teams, and lots of stupid things said by stupid people. No, actually, that last one has been a constant since day one. Particularly from you, Max. You seem obsessed with this idea that unless you have some kind of prize to your name, you're worthless. That unless you have a belt, you're nothing. Well, let me be the one to smash that perception for you because it's bullshit! Because sometimes it's not about grabbing the brass ring. It's not about the destination. Even when you're a champion, the work doesn't stop. Sometimes it's just about the grind. Because let me tell you something. You think I just wasted away and did nothing while they fixed my back? Hell no! I get no days off! 24/7, I am always working my mind and body to excel personally and professionally, struggling to find that balance that keeps me sane while evolving this company and my career. And guess what? It is a thankless job where every whiny baby wants to make their problems my problems. But right now, my problem is a pasty-faced bastard sitting in my chair at the top of MNW holding my belt. And right now, you're the one thing getting in my way. We've already fought once, Maximilian, and we both know how that turned out. Show me you've been grinding, that you've been working like me. You better spend every waking moment getting ready for this match, because people like us don't get days off. You underestimate me, or think I'm weak just because I'm fresh from injury, it will cost you the best chance you will ever get at being the multiversal champion. So pick your sorry ass up and work!
Well, that was words of encouragement from Zeta?
I suppose so. Hyping things up here.
Yeah. Also tweeting out on social media, Rapture New Road. I suppose you could say that things are locking up.
Get him out of here. Get him out of the building, Jerry. Kick him out of the building.
Yeah, leave the jokes to the comedian. Anyway, so our next, we've got another match coming up, and this is just again another, with all the insanity, this is just another good old wholesome match of two people really working hard. So let's okay, hang on a second. I'm getting ready to head to ringside, and then we get this tweet out from R. Sawyer. Remember that meme is one of the options for best faction of the year in this year's Nexus. I mean, that's true. They are one of the, if you want to vote in this year's Nexus, voting is still open between now and the 22nd. And you can vote on so many categories. You can vote for Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, Feud of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Funniest Moment of the Year, Best Gimmick, Best Outfit, so many, and there are separate awards for Warzone and Flashbang, but you can vote for both.
Unfortunately, somehow, my obvious entry into Rookie of the Year has been removed, stricken from the record. Oh, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, Jerry. I'll hire a PI if I need to.
Or, you could just acknowledge that no one nominated you.
That's not a possibility there.
You know what? Let's while you contemplate that, let's head down to ringside for our next match. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Power Surge!
There we go.
A bright wrestler, great lucha-style wrestling. Power Surge coming to the ring, looking for another win under his belt. He has been on a roll this last year, looking basically to kick the new year off right. 2022 was a big year for Power Surge. And, coming into his own, and now he's just looking to rise up and see if he can get another shot at gold. Of course, he went for the Warpgate Hardcore Championship at Multivania, came up just a little short.
Yeah, didn't quite get it off there.
And introducing his opponent, representing the Night's Watch, Gunner Birch!
Now here's a specimen, Jerry.
He is the powerhouse of the Night's Watch.
Gunner Birch. Again, I continue to maintain the most physically fit, swole faction in the company. I will stand by that, even though I have not verified it.
Really, you'd put them more swole than the Absolute Units.
Well, cut.
I mean, fair enough. Speaking of the Absolute Units, we're going to be seeing them in our next match tonight.
Yep, another big match coming up.
But for now, we have Gunner Birch of the Night's Watch taking on Power Surge. Gunner Birch, of course, sometimes being just a little cheeky.
Indeed.
But he makes up for it with, well, power.
Yep, Power Surge going in. But if he strikes there, Gunner Birch up over the shoulder and just pinging him off the buckle immediately.
Good old boxcars.
Yeah, you can't let Power Surge get on a roll here. Once his momentum starts to build, he's almost unstoppable at times.
I mean, he has learned from the best. He has worked hard this last year to become one of the top names.
Well, let's see if he can do it. He has a chance here to starting
the year off right. Nothing quite like starting the year off with a victory.
Yeah, it's put up or shut up time. There's a beautiful spinning heel kick there. Right to the gut. Now just stomping on the hand of Gunner Birch, trying to shut down some of that offense.
Oh!
Moving back through right on the chest there.
And just working over the arm of Birch. I mean, always, if you take out one of your opponent's limbs, it does make it a little bit easier to beat them.
Oh, yes, it does, especially if you get a submission maneuver, position the person a certain way around the ropes. There's a lot of cerebral attacks. You can do something like that, or you can bring your knees up.
Looks like he was going for a lightning strike, but Gunner got the knees up. And then just headbutt.
Awareness by Gunner
with that helmet. Oh, going for, oh! Was going for a drop kick, and again, blocked by Birch.
Samoa Joe-esque that time. Gunnar Birch apparently did his studying for this match. Ooh.
Oh,
slingshotting him up and down.
And there we go. And a body slam.
Body slam. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out by Power Surge there.
Power Surge, depending on some resiliency there to keep him going. And now, oh, right, standing for a standing neck break, or a standing bulldog, I guess.
Yes, standing bulldog going forward with it. Now Power Surge.
Now getting him into the corner.
Offensive.
Getting that momentum to bring the bigger man down.
Yeah, you pulled up the Escalera there. Used it to take him down, getting that elevation. Now these two locking up.
And now just raining blows. Oh, and hitting that was a hell of a lariat.
One hell of a lariat. Now going for the pin, 2.
Kick out at 2.
Almost with that lariat.
All right. Just trading back and forth.
Ooh, another spinning heel kick.
Going up top.
See how quickly he springs up there. He's made for these top rope maneuvers.
Oh! Foot's under the rope. Oh, he's got his hand on the rope, and the ref saw it this time.
Ref called it. He doesn't often, but he called it this time.
Going up top again. What is Power Surge's plan? Oh, lightning strike!
Lightning strike, there was.
Oh, kick out at 2.
At it too. Night's Watch have been putting on such performances lately. They're on a roll. That confidence might be, affecting Gunnar Birch in a positive way, but could also be weighing on the mind of Power Surge. They are on a roll.
Oh, well, there we go. Kick to the head. Bringing him up.
Gunnar.
2. Kick out at 2 again.
Back up he goes. Gunnar Birch.
Gunnar Birch
in some big right hands.
Going for the pinfall again. And can you do it? 1,
That's
2.
a lariat. Oh, so close. Gunnar Birch has landed those big lariats. It has been deadly.
But, the Power Surge by Power Surge.
Power Surge using his namesake. No.
Going up top. And another lightning strike.
Lightning strike, that modified splash. And there it is, Power Surge.
Here's your winner, Power Surge. Power Surge starting the year off right. Getting a win. Is this going to be Power Surge's year?
I'm sure he'd like it to be.
I mean, this is the way to get it going.
with a victory in the new year for Power Surge.
Little momentum can always be great for a wrestler, especially at times like this.
But don't go anywhere, folks. We got more wrestling action coming up. See, Carnival has me messed up still, Jerry. I can't speak.
What day is it?
Tuesday.
No, we're on Saturdays, dude. Every week.
Oh God.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, take a nap.
You need some more Squatch roast is what you need.
Maybe a lactic tank.
That's for after the show.
Fill the lactic tank with Squatch roast. Get it ready.
Oh no! That has been. We've got medical experts saying we should not do that.
That sounds like a great idea.
The most you can do is use lactic cream in your coffee.
All right.
Well,
so be it.
Now, before we get to our... So, this next match. So, back, a couple weeks back, we had Maximilian Thunderthighs getting a title shot against Sam Jax for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And everything had been set up so that there could be no interference. Members of the Absolute Units and the Conquest Bloodline were banned from ringside, and Sam Jax circumvented that by hiring the man who is now quickly working to become the most hated man in Warzone, Ignacio Cervantes.
Who then proceeded to... He talked to Louis
McDonald, another man who works for the title of most hated man in the multiverse. So this next match, you know what? Before we get there, let's hear from the social outcast, ladies and gentlemen. Ignacio Cervantes.
Oh boy.
What's on the menu now, Louis McDonald? Allow me to condiment. Does he cut the mustard, or is it more like Swiss cheese? All my opponents pack a punch, at least the size of a double quarter pounder. Will talking to him leave me no way to catch up, or should I relish the thought? Tough celery. Either way, if the cashier says, "Do you want fries with that shake-up?" I say, "That's not your problem. Have it my way." I don't even know what fries with a shake means. I need to think about it. It's not a sure bet.
He could have just said, "I'll think about it." He didn't have to include the disgusting former half of that promo. I'm uncomfortable.
Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, McMorgan saying, "1 lactic tank with Squatch roast. I'll bring the whiskey for the mix. It's what helps me recover nice and fast." Oh, so there's some precedent.
See, if McMorgan does it, then I can... You know what? Never mind. I realized what I was saying.
Yeah, I was like, oh, careful there, dude.
If McMorgan does it, it'll probably kill me. Is the more correct way to say that.
I've got a great idea.
What's that, Jerry?
Let's head to ringside.
Let's head to ringside for some more wrestling action.
The following match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Absolute Washington and TJ the Mint Gable, the Absolute Units.
We got Washington out here.
We have half of the units here tonight. The other two members, Forrest the Fortress Wade and Maximilian Thunderthighs, not present. But with everything going on, and especially, I mean, the units, all four of them are so supportive of each other. And these two were absolutely incensed at what happened to Max in that title match.
And also, I got my Absolute hair care products today. They got me. What is wrong with me, Jerry? What did Carnival do? Something. I need to see a doctor. What's wrong with me?
And introducing their opponents. Introducing first, being accompanied by Earl King Wes, Louis McDonald.
And my bad day got worse.
And so, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's not Legion as a tag team coming out. Wes is just accompanying his partner Louis. So I think, let's take a mental leap here. Who is?
I know what's about to happen.
Yeah, but
I feel like we're about to get sauced, as he would probably put it.
But that means Earl King Wes is going to be the Fey King is going to be at ringside.
Isn't that just against the rules of MNW at this point? Him allowed to.
I wish
Earl King Wes ringside. Can we just outlaw that outright?
I'd love to, unless we can prove he premeditated Fey fuckery.
It's Earl King Wes. Isn't his whole life premeditated Fey fuckery? Isn't that his job?
And introducing his opponent. He is the social outcast, Ignacio Cervantes.
Oh, boy.
So, the man who is working to become the most hated man in MNW, working with the other two men who are considered the most hated men. It's like a hate sink.
It's a hate hole. A hole that just it keeps getting bigger the more you take away from it, because it's a hole and it's full of hate, but at the same time it's vacuous and empty because fuck these guys.
All I gotta say is, I think I have a suspicion. I think I know why Louis wants Ignacio Cervantes to join Legion.
Meat Shield?
I think he wants since both Louis and Earl King West are chronic backstabbers.
They need a back to stab?
They need a back to stab.
Well,
that's my theory. Anyway, this match is off.
Off and rolling, McDonald.
And immediately tagging in Cervantes. Cervantes now in with TJ the Mint Gable.
And a tag back out. Okay, what, these two gelling, it seems?
I mean, rapid tags are usually a good plan, but we don't know yet. There is a worth to sometimes just working over your opponent.
Especially against a group like the Absolute Units. We've seen them before pretty much, like each member has pretty much tanked a match on their own and won before. Even in that's how crazy the Absolute Units are.
I mean, they are a well-named team, and not just because their leader is Absolute Washington. So I'm going to ask, who do you like in this match?
But, I don't know. See, sometimes the likable, lovable, and oftentimes good-natured will of the Absolute Units can get them in some tight spots, and we're looking at some of the most treacherous people on the roster, Jerry.
I mean, that's fair.
If they can stay focused, I'm sure the Absolute Units can do it, but they're facing a real tall order of distraction and just general assholery.
And, the numbers game right now is not favoring them because they didn't bring out any of their other members. And Louis and Ignacio have Earl King out there.
Yeah, they could have brought out Thunder Thought. I'm sure he would have loved to stare at Earl King West for a while.
Oh, I think he would have liked better to get his hands on Ignacio after that, after Ignacio screwed him during the Multiverse heavyweight match.
Ah, true. Bit of a conflict of interest there. Absolute Washington showing off that agility in the ring, however. And... oh!
And, folks, after this match, it'll be time for our main event.
Just wanged him into that bottom turnbuckle. And here comes TJ the Mint Gable. Not exactly a fancy man, but a man who can get the job done.
And again in Cervantes, former member of Cloud9. Of course, his former teammates, Sergeant Major Payne is now looking to join the International Combat Club, and Defunk was the person we traded to Flashbang for Johan.
Ah, well, there we go.
It was a clean trade.
They can take that kook. Big right hand. That was a kidney shot to TJ the McGable.
And again, in comes Louis McDonald.
Ignacio, I think, maybe trying to placate to Louis here, setting it up for Louis to knock it down, because, you know, that's the way Louis likes it.
Going for 2. Kick out at 2. I mean, let's face it. Ignacio Cervantes, I could see him wanting to join Legion, have some people at his back. You know, even if they're at his back with really sharp blades.
At the ready, at any moment.
But who knows? Maybe Ignacio wants to learn the art of backstabbing.
Yeah, it's sort of a school of hard knocks thing, except it's a school of how to be a complete and total dick. Speaking of complete and total dicks, with McDonald tagging Ignacio back in.
And now just working, just pounding the temple of TJ.
Thought he was about to go for a rear naked choke there. I don't know if a man the size of Ignacio and the man the size of TJ the Mint Gable, if that would really work for him. Speaking of that size disparity, these right hands just putting cobwebs in the attic for Ignacio. Cervantes. Oh, big right hand. Just raising the man up, taking advantage of that size disparity. And in comes Absolute Washington.
And out goes Absolute Washington.
Everything in my life must immediately contradict me, Jerry. It happens. Big right hand. And DDT!
It's okay, Michael. I'm sure you'll find a way to get your groove back. Oh, knees! Michael, there are knees!
I've never had it, Jerry. Don't steal my shtick.
Ignacio begging for mercy.
Begging for mercy, and he gets 2 shots to the gut for begging. That's what he gets. I'll get the gimmick infringement police in here ASAP, Jerry.
And looks like TJ was like, okay, what are you doing? It looked like Ignacio was crawling for a pin, but wasn't actually aimed at the corner.
Well, still a weirdo. Once a weirdo, always a weirdo.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what I just thought of?
Washington. What'd you think of, Jerry?
Well, now that Soul Train is part of our roster, that means next year we get whatever Spectre Sonata's song promo is going to be.
I forgot they sing, don't they?
Yeah, in fact, they've got a promo on the Flashbang side up for a Nexi. What's going on with Washington? Something was happening, and now he's attacking Earl King Wes. The hell? Was their fate?
Hold on.
Because he couldn't. It was like he was confused where he was for a moment. Then he goes after and starts punching Wes.
You're not thinking there's some sort of perhaps magic of antagonizing?
I can't confirm, but now all I know is now the advantage to Ignacio Cervantes.
The advantage shifts, perhaps with. It's unlike Absolute Washington to just attack someone at ringside like that.
And again, he's going after Earl King Wes.
Earl King Wes, I think, making eye contact with I don't know what's happening, Jerry.
Bringing Cervantes back to the corner. And boxcars!
Boxcar Snake Eyes. Popped on top and slammed on down. Washington going to the top here, looking for coast to coast. Oh no, the elbow doesn't make it.
Doesn't quite. I mean, he hit him with
Cervantes takes advantage.
I mean, he hit him with his hair, but that's not enough. You know, absolute. If there was a Nexi for finest hairdo, Washington would win every year.
Of course, he would win every single year.
His only competition would be Osman Killick's mustache.
Ooh.
Actually, I take that back. Cannot ignore Punkmaster Goat's mohawk. Punkmaster Ghost's mohawk.
It's spreading, Jerry. It's spreading.
You're infecting me, Michael. No.
Whatever Carnival did, I'm not okay with it.
I think the problem is he just existed.
Well, I think I'm allergic to Muppets. Big stomp to the gut.
I'm being reminded of Raphael Sampson's glorious locks. And maybe there would be a hairdo competition. That would never be an official Nexi, though. Sorry, folks. Oh, atomic drop.
Perhaps a segment on Blast one day.
Maybe. I mean, Blast is where we're going to have the Nexi Awards this year. Oh, kick out at 2. Well, the YouTube channel is where we're going to have the Nexi Awards.
Who knows? Maybe get a hair battle hair. You know
what?
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's okay. Just take a deep breath, take a drink of your coffee.
Oh God, today's not my day, Jerry. Neither it seems it is for TJ the Mint Gable, who's sort of getting outplayed here. But Louis McDonald taken into the dangerous corner, being just absolutely...
He's being double-teamed by the units, and the ref is just letting it happen. And finally...
Count now. There we go. DJ the Mint Gable back out at ringside there. Boxcars once again. That is... Everyone just decided to attack the turnbuckles today, didn't they, Jerry?
I mean, they're there.
Literally everyone. And a leg DDT. There we go. Oh, boy. Trying to shut down those boots, it seems. But Absolute Washington scoops him up, and Boxcars once again, Jerry. This man's not going to have a face left. Big rights gets him out of the electric chair position, and now up and over.
And now he looks like he's going for the tag.
Ignacio back in.
So who is more hateable? Louis? Oh, look at that move by Ignacio.
Gosh.
He may be
elevation on that.
Socially awkward, but he is highly skilled.
He's highly skilled.
Who is more hateable? Louis, Ignacio, or Earl King? Wait! Mint missed kicking Ignacio in the head and hit the ref by accident. Or was it an accident? Earl King Wes?
I think you've answered your question, Jerry. Every time something... I have to say, every time he's at ringside, Jerry, I have to second guess myself in everything that happens. And a kick out there at the last moment by Cervantes.
And
Washington seemingly all alone.
Absolute setting up. Is it going to be up?
No, it's going to be reversed by Cervantes. And another reversal by Washington, sending him over the shoulder.
And getting the tag to Louis.
Taking advantage of the frustrating circumstances that Washington finds himself in. And he gets garroted on that top rope.
Oh, and Louis plays to the crowd, but that lets TJ come in.
That was directly to the camera, Jerry, and I choose to take personal offense.
All right.
Oh, the big right hand.
I'm okay with you taking offense at that. I mean, go ahead. It's Louis McDonald.
Indeed. But I think that big right hand, those MMA-like strikes, I think Louis might be busted open a little here.
Oh, well, there. If he wasn't before, I bet he was. That was TJ meaning it.
Still got to be careful, Jerry. You know what they say about cornering wild animals, especially rodents. Not a good idea.
And in comes
back elbow there.
Absolute again.
Indeed, making for that tag. It's just taking a moment to fix his hair. What is he? Oh boy!
Something. It's like something got in his eye.
What's going on, Jerry? Something's happening.
I don't know. I mean, I suspect, but I don't know. Well, and now look, Washington's focusing on Earl King again.
It never ends, Jerry.
Only at the last minute did he turn his attention back to Cervantes.
Yeah, got his attention back. Now delivering these strikes straight to the face of Ignacio. And, to the outside, driving the knee into the back of the head. Is he going for... He's going for Earl King West again.
It's like he knows something we don't.
And dumps him on his back.
Still working on Earl King, and Ignacio takes advantage.
Missile drop kick to the outside by Ignacio. And a standing moonsault, but the knees were up, I believe.
Washington's got to get his head back in the game.
And the count is going, so they both got to get back in the ring as well. Ignacio rolls him back in. Lining up for something, it seems. Low-level DDT there. Driving the face and forehead right into the mat.
Now Ignacio bringing him to the center of the ring. Aha!
Had something planned there, but got his leg picked. Absolute Washington able to turn this thing around.
Absolute back in control.
Only for a moment, and there it seems. Ignacio sends him to the unsafe corner. Oh, and he just started pulling on his arms, shoved his foot right into his thigh there. He's just working on any mobility that Washington has left. And a running bulldog there. Washington just keeps turning to his stomach to try and counter this.
But too late. He's caught in it by Ignacio Cervantes. That tequila sunrise.
Now going for the cover this time. No. And just roughly setting him back down, taking a moment, and then taking a left hand straight to TJ the Mid-Gable and a DDT.
And
just enough.
All right, there you go. Oh, dropping that fist on Ignacio's noggin.
Yeah, that knuckle drop coming in. McDonald pretty much tags himself in there. Doesn't even tag himself in. He didn't go for a tag, did he?
Nope. He just was attacking Washington. He was acting like this was an AEW tag match for a second.
Yeah, the tag klaxon sounded, and he said, "Fuck the rules." Washington not giving up here. Just tossing around Ignacio like a rag doll. Maintaining control here.
Again, I think Absolute Washington wants to get some payback for his teammate Maximilian Thunder Thighs. Kick out at 1 by Cervantes. So Washington going up top.
Went up top, but it was immediately reversed. Caught the hand. Now has the wrist lock. Escalera into the arm drag.
Oh, it was going for a kick and takedown by Washington.
Yep, boot caught into that takedown. Beautiful.
Walking him to the corner. And in comes the Mint.
Let off with a big kick there now. These professional fighter strikes coming in. Ignacio slammed on the ground and oh! Everybody rushing to break that one up.
Crowd is into this match right now. I think the crowd partially is into this match because they just want to see Louis and Ignacio beat on.
Yeah, there's just two people they like to see get hurt, but Ignacio! Oh,
the tenacious... Oh, no, that was... I think that one was actually the... trying to keep the Nacho Storm.
I believe that was Nacho Storm. He pops him up into that powerbomb position. For that move, but now... Oh! Just dropping down with that DDT. You notice he focused all of his own body weight on the head of TJ the Mint Gable.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. He's trying for the win, and now what's he planning? Now he's just staring awkwardly at TJ.
Yeah, he's staring at him for a moment. Hops back over. What's he got planned here? Perhaps waiting for Louis? No?
Maybe. Ah, never mind!
Oh! Sit out, Senton Al. I pray for everyone in this company's tailbone every night, Jerry. Is it just inevitable that one day you're going to bust up your tailbone?
I mean, it happens.
It seems like it's... just the thought of it hurts.
Actually, the only time I ever knew anyone actually break their tailbone was in Tijuana. And it involved a mechanical bull on the back of a flatbed truck. So less talk about that, the better.
When can we do that match here?
Did I say it was a match?
Oh. Well, mechanical bull matches aside, Washington sent to the outside.
Oh!
Just sitting up to put on.
That was awkward.
Bit of a fumble. Tried to look fancy, come through the ropes there, just absolutely biffed it. And now on the outside. Just trying to take advantage of this moment, but, you know, you can't win on the outside like that, Jerry.
No, you can't. And now just chaos on the outside, everyone against everyone.
The tag sirens have sounded. They're just beating each other on the outside.
We're up to a 7 count.
Up to an 8. And Washington sends Cervantes back in.
Wait a minute. What? Washington, get in there.
Washington.
What the heck?
He was...
And here's your winner, Louis McDonald and Ignacio Cervantes. It was just like he was standing there stunned for a moment after he threw Ignacio in.
You know who wasn't completely blown out? Earl King Wes.
All right. So that win goes to the team of Legion and Cervantes.
Are you sure you don't want to send the weirdos out to take a look at it?
Hey, you know what we have at our disposals now?
What's that?
A highly experienced and skilled Omni Slayer.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, right now it looks like he's getting into it with Injustice Jake, but still, we have a Jagger Blackthorn around. All right, folks. Well, as we get ready for our main event, we should give you a little understanding of what happened. So last week, there was a match between Blood Money and the Wild Hunt. And of course, there have been issues going on for a bit now, with Blood Money saying they want to go after the heroes of Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. And one of the people that has decided to just step up and stand in their way is the Latino bee, Buck Bumble.
He fly, he bee, he sting.
Who was going to try and interfere, but was talked out of it by Beowulf. But McMorgan still feels that distraction might have been a contributor to their not winning last week. So for more details on this, let's actually hear from the Latino bee himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Buck Bumble.
First things first. Wild Hunt, I'm sorry for the interference. I lost my temper, and I slipped back into old habits I thought I'd broke. Montoya, do you know why I pushed the hero thing so much in my last promo? It's because it is what I am trying my hardest to be, so I do not slip back into the man I was. My music, lie, cheat, and steal, may sound out of place now, but it's been mine for years, and it fit a lot better back then. Now I keep it to remember how far I've come, which hurt a lot more when I came back to my senses after Beowulf talked me out of taking it back to that estupido merto! Calm down. Suffice to say, I will do my best to keep things from getting as personal again. But this is far from over.
So there you have it. We have one last party we need to hear from in our last promo of the night, Michael. So, ladies and gentlemen, Blood Money.
Oh! Another step closer to ultimate victory. With Blood Money back on the same page, we were able to effortlessly make mincemeat out of the Wild Hunt. I have been yearning to put that... Oh! Another step closer to ultimate victory. With Blood Money back on the same page, we were able to effortlessly make mincemeat out of the Wild Hunt. I have been yearning to put that fool McMorgan in his place for years, and hearing him tap out in the ring was well worth the wait. But why end his humiliation with a simple defeat? Which is why I am here to announce Uncle Corp's latest business expansion. For we will soon purchase the entire country of Ireland. And stretching from coast to coast will be the world's largest golden statue of yours truly. That's right. Soon McMorgan will quiver in fear, knowing his homeland is under the thumb of the great Sir Uncle Dunk. Dastardly, isn't it, Mr. Butler?
You know he's Scottish, right?
Yeah, same thing. They're both part of the uncivilized part of the Isles. Our momentum is growing, and soon the heroes of MNW will cower in fear of us. Let that be a lesson to all those who stand before blood money. Farewell, plebeians, until next time.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Yes, I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning.
Nothing on Buck Bumble trying to interfere in our match?
Wait, he did?
And there you have it, folks. So,
Do you think
I think
collectively the country of Ireland just basically took his money and then ignored him? I think that's what they did.
I mean,
That's what I would
you?
do. Yeah.
Man, McMorgan is tweeting out, "Don't worry, I've got a contact who has a few friends who can pay the Unkley Manor a proper visit. Just costs a bit of scrumpy for some fun explosions." Well, McMorgan, I think you should be less concerned about that and getting ready for your match that is coming up next. Michael, you know what time it is.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for your main event. Let's do this.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is your main event. Introducing first, the Latino B, Buck Bumble. So some heartfelt words from Buck Bumble in apology, but I guess part of that apology is having a match with McMorgan. So, but here he is, your favorite guy there, Michael.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah?
There are bees!
There are bees. In fact, you're up for a Nexie for that very statement. It's your one Nexie nomination this year, Michael.
Well, you know, along with all those write-ins for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Hey, I don't even. I'm not up for a Nexie, so you know what? You're doing fine. You know who deserves a Nexie? Phyllis. And introducing his opponent, representing the Wild Hunt, he is the Highlander, McMorgan. So, there we go. So, McMorgan versus Buck Bumble.
I think McMorgan just looking to take out some frustrations in this match.
I mean, he's got a few. He's got some reasons, but he's also, I mean, let's face it, he's really hyped. I mean, he wants to, he may actually get his shot at Johan Mjoln. He's got, of course, the issues going on with blood money. This with whatever the hell is going on with the issue with Buck Bumble. And, of course, the ongoing war between Legion and the Wild Hunt. I'm sure he was watching that last match with the Faye Fuckery very closely. Remember, Faye Fuckery is why he doesn't have an eye.
It's why he doesn't have an eye, and it's why he formed his current team.
There we go.
These two just going for it immediately. Buck not giving McMorgan a chance to think here.
I mean, Buck, you look at him, Buck is a hoss of a bee.
He's a massive hoss of a bee. Do we know why he's not just a regular bee and a massive furry monstrosity?
I mean, if you can answer that question, then maybe you can answer why we have multiple tieflings and minotaurs and whatever the hell is going on with AAA and Apex. We had a sheep, remember? There used to be a sheep. When you have a wrestling organization that sits at the nexus of the multiverse?
Well, I mean, is he from a multiverse where all bees are like that? Or is he from a multiverse where a bee fell into a nuclear particle who's-he-what's-it?
That's a question we'll have to ask about. I want to believe he's from a world where humanity died out and the bees evolved into the dominant species.
You figured dolphins would come first.
A lot of people think the bees would.
Huh. Well, big right hand from McMorgan. Trying to get some momentum back in this match because that flurry of offense there at the beginning.
But that Dragon Screw... Oh, yep, we're trading Dragon Screw takedowns.
Trying to rip each other's legs off, apparently. Ooh, just a big, stiff left-hand shot. McMorgan, those hateful strikes, just finding their mark every time, Jerry.
I mean, McMorgan has a lot of things going for him, and one of the chief ones is the power of angry. Or, you know, as we like to call it, Scottish.
Indeed.
And after that promo from Uncle Dunk, you know.
Yeah. He's probably a little riled up. Going for the waist lock there. Trying to maintain control of the upper body there. With Buck going back with these strikes. Pretty even back and forth so far.
Buck is just waiting for McMorgan. I guess he's done going out to meet him. But one thing we know, McMorgan loves fighting outside the ring. It's one of his favorite spots.
Indeed, he likes slamming people against that hard floor. Speaking of, waist lock turns it over, knee to the face.
They're up to a 4 count.
They're just tweaking that neck.
Now just slapping Buck. Again, Buck last week was coming out presumably to attack Mr. Butler. But the attack was stopped in its tracks when Beowulf talked him out of it.
Yeah, he got him to back off in that instance, but it doesn't mean McMorgan isn't pissed for that momentary distraction.
Yeah, and that's the whole point here. I'm sure this is Buck's way of saying, all right, I'm sorry, I'll fight you. Doesn't mean Buck's not going to try and win.
And it also doesn't mean that McMorgan wouldn't stomp a mud hole in someone for a minor inconvenience.
I mean, this is also true.
Rear naked choke. Locked in, he has the leg secured around the waist.
That is the King's Hound locked in on Buck Bumble.
Buck powering through. Moving the thorax. Getting it out there.
Oh, just...
Ooh. You know, for B's, dance is communication, so I think he was calling his shot by dancing.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right.
See, I know things about bees, Jerry. Did you know that any female bee can become a queen bee with the right hormones?
I did know, and I believe that's called royal jelly, but yes. And there you have it, folks. The bullseye drop. But McMorgan and again, shaking that stinger.
Seeing that Stinger dropping the knee. Get under the shoulder, McMorgan.
Oh! Right in the honeycombs.
Right in the drone. Oh boy.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Highlander connects.
Takes it. I think this has got to be it. This has got to be it.
Oh no! Buck kicks out.
Who's the winner gonna be, Jerry?
Well, whoever wants it more. Also, who can ever bring the violence?
It's got the crowd buzzing. I'm not gonna stop.
No matter how much it stings, fair enough.
No matter how much it stings. McMorgan, though, just keeping those strikes on point.
Just
flogging the back.
I mean, McMorgan, he can hold a grudge. This is how you purge it, with violence.
Yeah, the good thing about McMorgan is after this fight, he'll forget why he was even mad at Buck Bumble in the first place.
Well, he'll buy him a drink.
Yeah. What do bees drink?
Honey mead.
Yeah. Now Buck Bumble to the top.
Oh, there you have it.
Dropping his dinger down once again, and a kick out at 2 from McMorgan.
And
oh boy.
There's one. Oh, there's 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the bee's knees.
And there are some more knees from the bees. Because there are bees. Oh boy. Picking him up once again. The strength of Buck Bumble, not to be underestimated. Just picking that man up by the neck. But McMorgan. Reversal there. Waist lock. Notice how he transitioned that waist lock perfectly into setting up that running knee.
Oh, kick out at 2.
McMorgan just giving a masterclass here and chaining together some good offense. Buck Bumble needs to dust off those cobwebs to get back in this.
Oh, they're shaking that stinger.
Shaking that stinger.
I think we're getting ready for the Whoa! That's Mr. Butler. Distracting Buck. Oh, McMorgan takes advantage. Now, wait, he's grabbing McMorgan's leg.
He's grabbing McMorgan now, but the ref definitely saw it. He was facing that direction.
Oh, never mind. He just...
he called it, but...
Here's your winner by disqualification, McMorgan. But now he's just attacking both men. Butler.
Grab him first.
Butler's getting it now, and McMorgan's pissed. Wait, what the hell?
Wait. Did you pay the bill, Jerry? What is...
There's lightning!
Wait a minute. Jerry!
It's Johan Mjoln!
It's Johan Mjoln!
Johan Mjoln! He's in! He's here! The Son of Thunder comes to Warzone!
Makes his debut!
And McMorgan's excited because he wanted Buck's dancing at him. Oh!
I'm excited, but I wouldn't be for long.
Oh, he's taking out Buck now. He's throwing hands at McMorgan.
Do you think this means he'll accept his challenge?
Probably. Oh, now here comes Butler and Ragnarok!
Oh, Ragnarok! Ragnarok rocking it to the end of the show.
The Son of Thunder is here! And he's putting all of the Warzone roster on notice! Oh my god! Oh! Johan Mjoln coming in hot.
I believe that heat was because of the several lightning strikes that hit the building. Are we okay?
I mean, he is literally the son of thunder.
Oh boy.
And right before Johan appeared, Sir Uncle Gun tweeted out, "Blood money shows no mercies to those who interfere." Alrighty, so I'm waiting to see what he, and somebody put Butler's phone near him and it was like, ow. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Johan Mjoln is here and he's making it everyone's problem. Well, we have to contemplate what that means, but until then, we are out of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, for Michael Montoya, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night!